Kia ora everyone, hello and welcome to Fly Palmy Arena. Super Sunday in the Cells NBL Sky Broadband Rapid League coming your way. First round 14 action. We're all dressed in green. The Jets at home to the Rams. Hope you're well. Justin Nelson with you. Casey Frank right alongside me. We love our green and we love being in the mighty Manawatū. Hello to you.
Everybody's an honorable Irishman here in the Manawatū when you come to a Jets game. Fantastic to see the fans come out and cannot wait for the Rapid League action to start.
They do not disappoint, do they? Well, ever.
Why be disappointed? You're at basketball. It's a lovely Sunday in the Manawatū. Why not come out and have a smile on your face?
Love it. Let's have a look at the Sky Broadband Rapid League ladder. Round 14, of course, a couple of games to come today. Giants and the Sharks a little bit later. Rams sitting in fourth, a chance to sneak up and match the Airs in second. The Giants, though, the runaway leaders, and they will win it.
They've locked it in. Congratulations to the Giants, Mike Fitchett. I'm sure he's going to let me know about them winning the Rapid League about 6 times this weekend.
Jets would love a win here this afternoon. Let's have a look at the Rams starters. Tama Isaac, Hugo Gonzalez Garcia, Aiden Tonge. Tucky Farronson in a bit of form right now, and Max Stoddart hit 5 triples the other night for the Rams in the Rapid League.
I just love the way that the Rams have used the Rapid League to prepare this talent. All these guys at times contributed in the Sal's NBL, and they're growing in confidence game by game.
Team in green, this is how the Jets will line up. Jonty Kells, Campbell Scott, Josh Tataga-Lavau, Simon Lafaele, and Jackson Stent.
I'd like to see them come out and get really aggressive in this game. They've had a couple of really tight losses in the last few weeks. It would be excellent for them to get off to a good start and lift that confidence up as we take a look at the head-to-head. Last time was a tight game. That 1-point loss is one of the losses I'll mention for the Jets. The current form, up and down, 2 losses in a row for the Jets, 3 on the trot for the Rams. You look at the leading scorers there. Tama Isaac is also one of the leading assist man, so it'll be interesting to see which way he goes. And the rebounders between Lafaele and Aiden Tonge, it will be a battle to control possession.
All of the stats, of course, with thanks to our friends at the Chemist Warehouse, the coin officials for this one, Sampan, Amy, Joe Clark, and Kylo Natai Remene. Not too far away from a start here today. It is a big double, of course, here on Sky Sport. Giants and the Sharks to come later tonight. And that Giants team, if they can win the Cells NBL clash this evening with the Southerners, they will lock in a final 6 position. A lot to play out today.
It's a very good question. A very interesting game. I don't know, the Sharks, they got a chance in that one. They're playing some good basketball and a late out today. Unfortunately, Theo Kuba is not going to be available due to illness.
Yeah, that certainly levels things up, doesn't it? Trafalgar Centre coming up later this afternoon. Right now, though, Sky Broadband Rapid League, the home of the property brokers. Manawatū Jets up against the Barbecues Direct. Canterbury Rams, we are set to go. These two teams met a couple of weeks ago, 1 point in it. Let's hope for a close one here today. Underway, the Jets with the opening possession.
Downhill right away for Lafaele. He takes it to the cup with a beautiful finish. I like that pace. I like the spacing, and I mostly like the aggressive start to the game for the Jets.
Just the start they wanted. Here's Stoddart. Tonge has been such an important player for the Rams this season. Tama Isaac now backing down off the glass. He gets it to go as well, 2 apiece.
I mean, he has just got such a strong base for a player his age. Still just 17 years old, I believe, but he plays with a level of physicality that you do not see a lot of teenagers have in their game.
Carving out some good minutes in the Cells NBL as well. Tataga-Lavau may have stepped on the baseline. He did.
Oh, unfortunate for him there. I think he might have been fouled, hence why he got pushed out of there. He had that early step, got through it. The contact, I think, forced him out of bounds, but he's unfortunately unable to tiptoe along and keep possession.
Stoddart hands it off for Isaac. Head down. Did very well to get to the basket. Left it short, though.
Did all the work, couldn't get the finish. Now the Jets coming back downhill. Need to keep that momentum going.
Lafaele hands it off to Tataga-Lavau. Started with the Saints this season. Finds himself in green now. He's fouled.
Well, last time down, Tataga-Lavau did not get the whistle he wanted, so this time he kicks it off. After you feel that contact, certainly would have been thinking shot, but never a bad idea to kick it out to Scott, dead-eye shooter that he is.
Here is the man from fielding, Campbell Scott, receives it from Jackson Stent. Sizes up his options, fires away from deep.
Those are the plays I'd like to see some going towards the back end. Can't settle on these jump shots.
Tucky Farrington is in really good form right now, Casey. He had 23 in the Sal's NBL a couple of nights ago against the Airs, and that's a great sign for Rams fans.
Coming together for the right time for him. He's a talented guy who can have a huge impact on their games throughout the rest of the season.
Tagovailoa from the corner, misses. Tonge, rebound, leading rebounder for the Rams in this competition. Good defense to Tagovailoa.
He anticipated that so nicely. Defensively, he slid over, legal guarding, he gets rewarded with the turnover.
Rare outside shot from Simon Lafayette. You won't see that too often.
But he's got confidence in that ability. We've seen him make them before, and the stroke looks smooth.
Stoddart, we know he can fire from deep. That one looks long.
Just doing a nice job on the glass right now, controlling possession by boxing out and squeezing that basketball when it misses off the rim.
He was a perfect 5 of 5 from deep the other day. Max Stoddart, Lafayette battling away.
Still don't have an offensive rebound in this game. Both teams locking it down on the defensive rebounds.
Tonge to Stoddart, who's fouled. He'll take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse. Rams lead this one by a couple.
Next started bailing out Aiden Tonge there, who was in a bit of trouble on the spin move. Did not have a lot of options going, but Stoddart runs the lane really well. You see him trailing the play there. Doesn't give up on it, makes himself available. And because of that effort, he's off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe with a chance to extend this lead.
First one good for Stoddart. Winners so far, Rapid League round 14. Airs over the Hawks. Bulls against the Fies. Against the Fire, I should say, pardon me. The Rams had a 27-point win over the Airs. The Saints by 6 over the Nuggets. And the Tuatara last night, Casey, defeated the Bulls by 9.
It's been an interesting round. Of course, it's all locked up now for the Giants. You see a beautiful backdoor cut there by Tagovailoa.
It's been busy, hasn't he? They go again, and it's good. Lambert with the 2, and he'll pay a trip to the Chemist Warehouse.
Kyle Lambert might have to get on that mullet list. He's got like half perm, half moulet. Fantastic effort there. I think he's got the coconut oil in that to give it that sheen. And he takes that contact, finishes it through it strong. Frame enables him to get the N1 opportunity and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play from the Chemist Warehouse squad.
Are you a coconut oil fan yourself?
I am. I like to eat it, and I like to put it in all the hair on the head. The facial hair, the hair up top, gives me a nice little curl.
Speaking of Kyle Lambert, foul on that occasion. Tama Isaac, what a season.
He just exudes confidence on the court. I actually had the opportunity to interview him earlier. It's going to air during the Sal's NBL. Now, he looks very calm on the court. I don't think I've ever seen somebody more nervous to be interviewed by me in my entire life. He was good thing that we got Kai involved in the action as well, because I think that might be the most nerve-wracking thing he's done this season. Three-point shots came on the line, no issues. But chat to a camera, that's a bit more than he was hoping for.
Well, it's a bit daunting. Good to hear
He's still a young fella.
Good to hear the older brother was looking after the younger sibling. 7-5, Rams lead this one by 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Calls as he turned it over, he has, and here comes Tama Isaac all the way off the glass, takes contact, no whistle, Jets.
Nice challenge defensively underneath by Lambert, and the Jets back in transition. Nice scramble defensively by the Rams, but you can't stop that jump shot.
Well, when he heats up, Campbell Scott, we know what he's capable of. Good signs for the Jets to close out this last quarter. Good signs for the Rams, Tama Isaac.
He is being aggressive on the rim, really putting pressure on his defender to stay in front. Hasn't been able to do so. If the help's not there, that's a layup.
There'll be plenty of US colleges keeping a sharp eye on Tama Isaac right now. Big things ahead. Campbell Scott backs it out, swings it to Lambert from the corner.
Excellent ball movement for the Jets right now. The ball's going side to side. They're not forcing shots. They're looking for the defense, forcing the defense to adjust, and it's succeeding here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back triples for the team in green. Aiden Tonge a long way off.
Not a bad look. Had some space, maybe a little bit earlier than you would have had to hope to, but their shot clock, the clock was going down, just 2 seconds left, and it looks like the Jets did not know there was only 2 seconds left. Don't get a shot up.
I was going to say, a little bit surprised they didn't take their player time out there.
Well, I don't think they understood. I think they were unaware. I thought they thought there was 27 seconds left. You could see on screen 2.7, but here in the gym, it looks a little bit different on the scoreboard.
Yep. So 1 quarter down in the Sky Broadband Rapid League this afternoon. Jets off to a nice start. They lead by 2 against the Rams.
Take a look at some stats here, thanks to the Chemist Warehouse. Rebounds impressive for the Jets. They've got 5 rebounds in total. One of those offensive, the only offensive rebound in the ball game. Both teams are shooting very similar percentages, 44% for the Jets, 43% for the Rams. But the only triples hit in this one have been from the Jets so far, and that is the difference in this ball game.
Sky Broadband starter fiber, $30 a month for the first 3 months. That is an absolute ripper. skybroadband.co.nz. Offer available to September 30. Got a bit of time, but getting quick for the fiber starter.
$30 for 3 months.
You read it right.
For the first 3 months, $30 a month.
That's $90 all up.
That's like $1 a day for internet.
It's nothing.
What can you get for $1 a day now?
Not much. All of the stats, of course.
I'll tell you what, I get grief.
With thanks to Chemist Warehouse. 1 down, 3 to play. Jets, nice start here this afternoon. Super Sunday in the NZNBL. Set to go in the second here. Gonzalez Garcia brings it in. Good to see him back playing. He's had a couple of good games this season in the Rapid League.
The Rams just have a lot of interchangeable pieces. Their depth isn't overflowing with talent, but it's overflowing with guys that I think Coach Judd Flavel has confidence in, as we see the triple drop by Garcia Gonzalez there.
Nice looking shot, wasn't it? Rams back in front by 1. Corner 3.
A nice shot there by Pern in the corner, delivered early by Jonty Kells, and the quick release proves fruitful.
First shot of the game for Pern was an absolute curler, wasn't it? Battling away on the boards there as well. Got that left shoulder heavily strapped up. Xavier Pern. Wearing the normal number for Lachlan Crate, of course, who's away with the under-17 national team at the moment at the World Champs.
Had to swap a few things around today. Some numbers that are ideally only for the Rapid League today.
Gonzalez Garcia gets tied up. Now Farrington has to do something special from the top, and does.
He did such a nice job of creating that space with that little sidestep. Lambert knew that that shot was going up, but because of the space that was created, the contest did not have a lot of effect.
Basket for basket to start this second quarter, and it continues. Jonty Kells.
The confidence in that shot. Not an easy one from about 14 feet away. Gets it back to the right hand and softly puts it up on the rim for 2.
3 lead changes already in this second quarter. Stoddart takes, drives on Stent, hands it off inside. Oh, Gonzalez Garcia, right place, right time.
Moving without the basketball, making yourself available for your teammates, so valuable when people are driving the ball, as we see Jonty Kells get fouled in the double team.
He's had some good games this season as well, Jonty Kells. So many young players have burst onto the scene this year in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Great to see.
Does this Rapid League Jets team have the most mullets per capita in the league?
I think they're right up there. There's a few, isn't there? I did notice your grin a little bit wider when we walked in here today.
I love a mullet.
Tagovailoa, aggressive drive to the hoop. He's rewarded with a trip to the Chemist Warehouse.
Well, I really like the pace that the Jets are playing with right now. Anytime they force a turnover, they're coming back and attack immediately. There we see the nice defensive play created that time by Jackson Stent. Forces a turnover. Tagovailoa gets aggressive in transition, rewarded with the whistle, and a chance to take the lead from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Canterbury, of course, Jackson Stent, former Ram himself, has settled in with the Jets over the last few seasons.
Certainly provides some valuable size to this Rapid League. Looking for more of an opportunity in the NZNBL, but a solid steal there can build off that performance today.
A couple of misses there for Tagovailoa. Tama Isaac backs it out. Let's see what the young man can do. On the burst, the 17-year-old turnaround, step back is good.
He just plays with such a strong base for a player's age. He drops that shoulder, forces Jackson Stent off his spot defensively, gives him the space for that fadeaway. Really intelligent play for a young fella.
And I love it that all of his teammates just left it open and let him get to work. Tagovailoa from the corner, Stent flying in over the top, put it down.
Well, that was really nice offense. The penetrating pass into Lafayette, the kick out immediately for the open look. And Tagovailoa takes the shot. His teammates know it. That gives Jackson Stent an opportunity to crash the glass. And he instantly goes up with it after securing the offensive rebound, their second of the game. And another chance to tie this ball game up from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Real confidence booster there for Stent.
I like the level of execution. Both teams shooting over 50% right now. We've only got 5 turnovers total in this ball game, so the team's playing at a reasonably high level in the first half. 90
seconds to play in this second quarter. Already 38 scored in the game. Isaac not far away. Tonj, offensive rebound, they go again. Gonzalez Garcia, front of the iron.
Stent pretty lucky to not give up that one. Had his hands down. Gonzalez Garcia makes the correct call, but can't get the hit.
Jets work the ball through hands to Tagovailoa on the end of it. Knocked away from him.
Not enough pressure on the rim on that possession for my liking. Didn't really look to penetrate with the pass or the dribble at all until that last attempt by Jackson Stent. Now 8 seconds on the clock. A lot of work to do in a short amount of time.
Kells in to Tagovailoa, just couldn't get a handle on it.
Tama Isaac just gets his hand on it, recovering late. I like the heads-up play. It was the right call, but when you can't catch it cleanly, it makes it tough to execute properly.
Don't let Josh Tagovailoa fool you. You don't see him smile too often on the court, but off the court, he never stops smiling. One of the nice guys of the Sal's NBL. Here he is.
He had a laugh with me earlier about my inability to pull off a Tagovailoa and hoop heads a few weeks ago. I got caught in a stutter.
It's easy to do.
Hey, well, it's easy to do for some. Unfortunately, I was caught on that one, but he had some humor about it, and I appreciated that as I was apologizing profusely.
As I said, he is definitely one of the nice guys of the competition, Josh Tagovailoa. Spent some time with the Hawks and the Saints. Now he finds himself as a part of the Green Machine. Mid-season trade, of course.
Was he the first trade in NBL history, I believe, of this season?
Well, he's the best trade so far, that's for sure. Good pick up for the Jets. Stoddard, gee, he is in red-hot form from deep right now, Max Stoddard.
That wasn't a close three-point shot, shooting it with a lot of confidence. And look at the hustle from Tama Isaac.
Oh, and the block from Tagovailoa. It's going to count, though.
Yeah, basket interference called eventually by Sampan. I love the hustle there from Tagovailoa, but we'll see that hits the backboard first.
Spot on.
And Tagovailoa times it really well. He tried to make up for his mistake, couldn't do it, but I like that hustle. Player timeout called with 20 seconds left, which is a little surprising because that means possession will go back to the Rams before the end of the quarter. What you need to do with the Jets in this situation is inbound, take 5 seconds off the clock, and then call the timeout to give yourselves a chance at the last possession of the half. Instead, give the Rams a chance to answer whatever happens here on this offensive play.
It has been fascinating this season to watch the players work out the clock, work out the time, the player timeout. There's a bit of maths involved, Case.
And it's been used in varied ways. And you see the Bulls, I think, in the NBL, the Sal's NBL, use it most likely as a stopper of momentum, which is one way you can use it, but I like to keep it in my pocket for those last-second shots.
Rams by 5. They are going to get another opportunity, you would think, in this first half. Here's Kells. Purr for 3.
Quick release, nice screen action there. Quick timeout by Tama Isaac with just under 12 seconds left, but Pern pops out off that screening action. The Rams got a little bit of confused, lack of communication, leaves him wide open. There you see it, look at that space. No red jerseys in the screen. Tonj was thinking, I'm going low. Unfortunately, that was not the way you wanted to go when you got a shooter like Xavier Pern right now.
He's hit a couple of threes already in this first half, hasn't he, Xavier Pern?
2 for 2 from the field, both from deep.
Jets are 4 of 8 overall from beyond the arc. The Rams are 3 of 7. Rams here, you'd think they'll use all the time they can. right down to the wire. Tama Isaac nearly loses it. He doesn't. He puts it up. That'll just about do it. Buzzer sounds for the opening half. Sky Broadband Rapid League this afternoon. Round 14. Sells NBL still to come. Right now, though, we have got a ball game. Rams by 2.
Well, nice job by the Jets to stay in that. Love that last defensive possession from Tagovailoa on an island at the top of play and put lots of pressure on the ball, forcing the mishandling of it and taking the opportunity away from the Rams to finish. As we take a look at the first half highlights, and there are many. Started off with some quickness as the Jets gets right into the game, and immediately it's Lapaile right down the lane for the finish. Both teams shooting over 50%, and a lot of that activity in transition. The Jets doing a nice job on the offensive glass in that first quarter, getting themselves a couple of opportunities, but as the 3-ball was the major equalizer for them. They hit 4 out of 8 in the first half, found a bit of space. Xavier Pern hitting 2 of those, leading the way for the Jets from behind the arc.
Tama Isaac, the star of the opening half. That was a big basket. He's got 12 points in the game. He is the game high leader right now, the young star.
The hustle of the Jets kept them in that ball game. They can continue their aggressiveness from behind the arc while finding this level of efficiency. They'll be a great save. There you see the shooting statistics from the first half, 57% from the field and 50 from deep for the Jets. The Rams, 50 from the field, a little worse, just 1 shot off from 3-point land. The rebounds just about even, the assists even. The turnovers, a bit concerning for the Jets. If they hadn't been so sloppy with the basketball, they would probably be in front here at the halftime break.
They are right in it, nonetheless. Rams by 2, second half not too far away from starting. Large cup pepperoni. What a beauty this is on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening as well. You can pick your time, $30. Sal's Cup is the online code, available till next Tuesday.
Why not have both? Double up, a late afternoon feed, a little early meat and dinner.
Oh, we're not all Casey Franks.
Well, I mean, I can't tell if you're saying that in a good way or a bad way, but either way, I'll take it.
Your Sal's pizza stories, Casey, are legendary. Here we go, second half about to get underway.
Pizzas are great. Got all the good stuff in there. Got your protein, got your good fats, got a couple of bad fats too. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Here we go, Jets with the opening possession of the second half. They're right in this contest, searching for their 4th win of the season in the Rapid League. Jonty Cowles, that's a hard pass for Lapaile.
Well, the right idea, penetrating the defense, forcing them to react. But just need to be a bit more aware of court positioning, where your teammate's going to be. He's not going to be lifting out of that corner. He's going to be in a dead spot, have to deliver to the hand.
Tama Isaac, 12 points for the Rams. Xavier Pern, Hikaya Lambert with 6 apiece. Max Stoddard.
He is confident from behind the arc. His second triple of the ball game. He is up to 8 points to go along with 1 rebound. Sorry, 1 assist, 0 rebound.
As I said, had 5 of 5. In a prior game as well. So he is on fire from deep. Michael Scott trying to step through. Going to be tough for him here. Did he take too many steps? Doesn't matter.
No, it's good footwork, but excellent defense there being played by the Rams and Taki Farrington, keeping him from where he wanted to go. And then the Rivers returned by the Jets at half court.
Yeah, good pressure there from Tagovailoa on Tonj. And they get something out of this, margin at 5. We know how quickly teams can rattle off baskets in the Rapid League. Chance here, and a foul and a make, Campbell Scott.
Well, he hasn't been aggressively looking for a shot, but when he's getting a glimpse, he's taking that quickly. And here off a handoff, just a little bit of space, but he's got such a quick release, he's able to utilize it nicely. Bond ends up getting the foul, doesn't give him his landing space, so an opportunity for the 4-point play, and it cut the lead to 1.
Can't finish the job though. We've seen him
look at the
land
hustle.
Blow after blow, Casey, many times. Campbell Scott, there you go.
Can't do it from 15, get me out behind the arc. As we get a delay of game call, one of the Jets hit it, but that was all created by Tagovailoa. Hustle in transition, knocks the ball away. Scott, right place, right time, finishes nicely. And he's up to 9 points on 3 of 4 shooting from deep.
We gave you the heads up. He's going to keep going now. Saw him land, what, 7 in a Sal's NBL game as well. Keep an eye on Campbell Scott. Tonj from the corner, that one well off. Here we go.
Need to find a little bit more penetration, either with the dribble or the pass. They're settling for the jump shot now. Need to put some pressure on the rim.
Lafayette. Cal's on the drive, and good off the glass.
Well, really searched out the body on that drive really nicely. Getting that shoulder, dropping it in. Look at him come into max start it there and just gets that body in to take away a little bit of that shot blocking ability. Finishes with the left to extend that space that he has to get the finish. Nice footwork, good physicality. The Jets in the lead and looking to extend it here.
And they do, and I've got to say, Casey, we've seen it a few times this season in the Rapid League. When this Jets team gets a little bit of confidence, they can score really quickly.
And there's that pressure on the rim I want to see from the Rams. That time it's Aiden Tonj using the physicality he has in abundance to clear the space to cut the lead to 2.
First basket for Tonj. Scott quickly closed down by Isaac to Tagovailoa in the corner. Just reaching around Gonzalez Garcia.
Yeah, I think he might have had the swipe clean, but the body contact at the same time, is what earns the whistle. Good call there, and a nice job by Tagovailoa to realize he's got that strength advantage and go to work in the post. Unfortunately, can't hit the first from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Yeah, a little bit of foul trouble for the Rams in this third quarter. Second shot to Tagovailoa, doesn't go down. I think he's 0 of 4.
Speaking of foul trouble, 3 on Max Stoddard, 2 on Tucky Ferguson, and 2 on Jonty Bond.
Stoddard just skipping to the basket, planting the feet. That's a good finish.
Inside, outside, he's doing it all right now. Max Stoddard up to 10 points, joins Tama Isaac at double figures.
Oh, look at Josh Tagovailoa downhill.
It's the aggressiveness. They just refuse to settle. They're really getting up some nice momentum, and it looks like they're scoring downhill every possession.
Change of direction, Tonj. Great stuff from the big fella.
He is nimble on the toes, isn't he? I mean, he is a wide load. He has got that thickness, 2 C's, but his ability to put the ball on the floor, deceptively quick, good footwork, can really put defenders in a unfortunate position quickly with those change of directions, matched with his strength.
One of the best 3x3 players in New Zealand as well, Aiden Tonj. Has already played a lot of international basketball for New Zealand.
Well, those guys who have guard skills but big physicality are so valuable in that format of the game. And that level of the game is just going to grow and grow. A lot of opportunities, not just to see the world, but also to get paid.
Tied up at 33 apiece. Now, this is an interesting call here.
Yeah, Kel stepped on the line. He's saying, I got pushed, you know. There was some contact, but it was Jonty Kell stepping on the line after catching it. An unfortunate turnover there.
So Rams get it back. Farronson. Isaac keeps it alive. They'll go again. The team in red. Farronson, Isaac team up from the corner. That one misses as well. Big rebound underneath. Oh, Tonj.
Well, he's really inflicted his personality on this game these last 3 or 4 minutes with the drives, with his defensive intensity. That time with the offensive rebound, doesn't get the finish, but he can go to the line and get the lead from the Chemist Warehouse. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the quarter.
Sal's NBL not too far away. Jets and the Rams this afternoon from Fly Palmy Arena. It's a big double, of course, on Sky Sport. Giants and the Sharks still to come from the Trafalgar Centre. Hugh Bainan and Phil Jones getting ready to go down south. 1 of 2. Aiden Tonj. Rams back out by 1. Calves. Here we go. Campbell Scott. Just short on the iron, and there's a foul on the rebound.
Ooh. Didn't see what happened there. It looked like it was good contest, but Sampan saw some contact and we're going the other way.
It's going to be shots as well.
Yeah, it's straight into the bonus, so that's a really unfortunate foul for the Jets. Take another look at it. Shot goes up. What's happened underneath?
Stent with the push.
Oh, I think a mistimed jump there by Max Darner that actually works in his favor. There is contact there, but that's what happens when somebody tries to box you out. I think Jackson Stent unfortunately gets pinged, but the effort by Stoddard is rewarded.
Makes the first from the Chemist Warehouse. Jackson Stent still pleading his innocence.
Mostly to himself. He's just trying to convince himself that he didn't do anything
Those
wrong.
conversations are always the best, Case.
I like to think that I could find somebody better to conversate with. Unfortunately, that's rarely true.
At least you can agree with yourself.
No, it's all disagreement.
Lambert. Handle Scott. Now in a couple of big triples earlier this quarter. Good hand in there.
Spacing just a little bit off there. That cut by Jonty Kells is a little bit late, so his defender, Hugo Garcia Gonzalez, is able to be in that passing lane and deflect it. 9 seconds on the clock now to get a shot off.
May have bent a finger as well, Gonzalez Garcia.
That's what they're for. They're bendy.
Stent for three.
Offense has slowed down for the Jets. We're not seeing those same rim attacks, and now the Rams, since Tama Isaac has got back in this game, have looked much more settled on the offensive end.
And a chance to open this one up. Margin at 3.
About a 4-second differential between shot and game clock. 7 seconds left to get this shot off.
Isaac, Stoddard, good hands up high. A little bit deep on the shot, but it finishes up with Tama Isaac.
Right place, right time. You know why? Because the hustle is rewarded. Nice offensive play there. Jackson Stent worried about getting a shot off, but needed to be worried about possession. Does a nice job corralling that. Then we see Gonzalez gets a hand up, knocks it free. Tama Isaac, you see that contact there, and he hits the first from the Chemist Warehouse.
First point of the quarter for Tama Isaac, 13 in the game. Stoddard's got 12.
Be interesting to see if the Jets use their timeout here or save it for the fourth quarter.
Second one is good as well. I think they're going to try and save it. In fact, maybe a late foul here.
No, just on the line.
Step on the line.
This is the third time today that the pressure of the Rams have forced the Jets into a turnover by just trying to tiptoe on that sideline. And they're going to have to start making smarter decisions. The physicality that they're being confronted with is not a foul, so they're going to have to find a better way to get around these defenders.
And importantly, they're going to get the last shot of the quarter. Maybe a give and go for Farrington. Let's keep an eye on it. No, it goes straight to Stoddard. Gee, he thought he got contact there.
Yeah, and I think Campbell Scott knew he got away with one there. Quickly walking off court and giving his coaching staff the eye.
Good contest here this afternoon in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Rams have it by 5. This one's still got a long way to go. Both teams scoring highly here today.
What we have seen is the efficiency of the Rams has dropped considerably, but they've made up for it because they're now up to 5 offensive rebounds, winning the rebound battle. And those extra possessions have mostly led to opportunities from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, where they are now 10 for 12. And that has been the big difference. That 7 made free throw advantage they have has led to a 5-point lead here at the end of the third.
Great to see 2 of the assistant coaches stepping in and getting the job done in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. We've seen that right throughout the season. Casey, it's a great sign. Speaking of great signs, the FIBA starter, $30 a month for the first 3 months. You know the drill.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, the Jets want to get back in the game. They have to start forcing that defense to bend, more penetration, and see if they can't force those turnovers and lead to instant offense the other way. For the Rams, they need to settle offensively. They've been taking some quick shots, but I wouldn't mind to see some more of that activity I mentioned for the Jets. Rim attacks, force that defense to bend before you go to the jump shot eventually.
Some team news for the Sal's NBL this afternoon. We can confirm MJ Walker out with concussion for the Rams, and KJ Buffin also withdrawn earlier this morning with an ankle injury.
It certainly evens the talent discrepancy that the Jets were facing before the game, but will that be enough? Because this Ram squad, I mean, they might go 12 deep. There are a lot of options for Coach Joe Flavel.
Best team in the competition right now. How about the pass to Campbell Scott from Jonty Kells?
Well, perfectly timed offense, using the aggressiveness of the defender against himself on that backdoor cut and finish by Scott.
Jets with the opening basket of the last quarter, trying to answer. Tama Isaac, Scott comes up with it on the move now. The Jets running hard. Scott gets it back. Spinning, nowhere to go. Tagovailoa driving hard as always, and he delivers.
That's beautiful. Gets it to the left, keeps it to the left. I think that was a left foot, left land layup. Not the easiest thing to do, and can be awkward, but he made it look smooth. 1 point deficit now for the Jets.
Closing it back up. Game on. Stoddart. Oh, another triple for Max Stoddart.
That's it. The way he's shooting, he must have got fouled at the end of the quarter because everything else is dead center perfect. He's up to 15 on 3 for 6 from deep and 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Game high. Scott closely guarded by Farrenson, now doubled. Hands it off. Mid-ranger from Jackson Stent.
Just good fundamental basketball. The defenders stay with him. He delivers it, and Jackson Stent has that offensive repertoire that he can score in that in-between space.
Isaac, strong, doesn't get the drop though, gets after it himself. That's a big, big basket for Tama Isaac.
Well, just the stick-to-itiveness. He had that move, the tight rims here in the Fly Palmy Arena as Tama Isaac now becomes the leading scorer in the game.
Terrific pass.
Raffaele, bouncy. Made it look easy as he bangs that one home. The Jets keeping pace with nicely executed offense.
One of the most unassuming players in the competition, Simon Lafayette, and up he comes with the strip. Finish it off, young man. No, Stoddart over the top.
Look at Simon Lafayette. Gets the steal. He was just eyeing that one like a lion eyes its prey before he gets in. The good up high from Stoddart, but eventually gets the arm. Lafayette, I'm a little bit surprised he didn't go for the reverse on that one. That's one of his favorite moves.
With the old head tap.
With the old head tap, you know, gets a little head tap. He can finish it that way, but a chance to even things up from the Chemist Warehouse now.
Not only one of the most unassuming players, Casey, is Simon Lafayette, but I'd hate to play him in a game of poker. He has got the best poker face.
Well, it could be he just thinks he's holding all the cards. But what I've loved from him is that whenever the Jets call on him, he's been there. He's played center this year. He's played guard.
Yep.
Whatever they need from him, he's out there. He can match up with anybody on the defensive end. And he's got the physicality to go big. He's got the skill set to go small. And those jack-of-all-trades players are so valuable on rosters.
You see a little bit of him today in the Cells NBL, averaging about 6 and 6 on the season. Simon Lafayette. More importantly, we are all tied up again. Just over 90 seconds to play. Which way is it going to go today? In the Sky Broadband Rapid League, the Rams go again through Tonge.
His third offensive rebound of the game.
Stoddart, Tonge, the big fellas.
Aiden Tonge, his fingerprints have been all over this second half for the Rams. He's not leading the game in scoring, but he is the leading rebounder right now. 7 points, 8 rebounds, 3 of those offensive, has an assist as well. He's shooting 2 for 4 from the field and 3 for 4 from the stripe where he's going back right now, but he has imprinted his personality on the second half and enabled the Rams to maintain this slim lead.
And it looks like we're going to have another 90-point-plus game in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. A miss there. Tagovailoa, look at him go, Josh to the hoop.
1-on-4. I care not for your defense. I'm getting it to the cup. Ties it up. Josh Tagovailoa, what a play.
He's been terrific, hasn't he? Down to the wire at Fly Palmy Arena. Farrenson. Now with Isaac. He's been terrific. Tonge working hard under the basket. Out. Gonzalez, Garcia. Can't hit. Lambert taps it in. Oh, somehow they come up with it, the Jets.
Well, I think that shot clock got reset halfway through that possession. Rams had tons of time. Travel call, unfortunately, on Tagovailoa.
Just the feet a little bit too quick there.
It's that jab step on the catch. It's an American basketball move. It's not one that you can often get away with under FIBA rules. You have to put that ball down on the floor before you move. In the States, that's not the way it is. That was the most difficult thing for me to adjust to as a player when I first went overseas, and it does take some getting used to.
Both teams still with their player timeout as well. They're going to be important down the stretch. Little hand in there. Isaac. Tonge settles it down. Shot clock at 8. Tama Isaac, nice little hezzy there. Draws the foul.
Just a little head and shoulder fake. Basically gave him eyebrows. And Scott's so concerned about Isaac's finishing ability that he just ping-ponged up right onto it. Bounces up, the contact's there. I think the right call. Tama Isaac, with under 24 seconds left to play, a chance to give his Ram squad a 2-point lead.
Let's not forget, a couple of weeks ago, just 1 point separated these two teams. Rams got the win 42-41. So they match up well. Jets 3-13 on the season. Bottom of the ladder. Rams 4th on the table, 11-6. Means nothing right now. Isaac makes both.
Interested to see who the Jets decide to go with here. Are they going to shoot a 3 and try and get the win? Or are they going to go early? A lot of decisions to be made on this possession.
Patience. Oh, hard pass to Tagovailoa. Wanted Lambert, turns it over. Foul called.
Just an unforced error there. Tagovailoa being a little bit aggressive. They didn't have anything going. At that point, I would think, oh, well, just kick it back out, get to the on-ball, get the ball in the hands of Campbell Scott and see what you can get out of it. Unfortunately, the mishandled pass, the forced pass inside. But they're still alive after the Tama Isaac can't make it 3 in a row.
I feel like he thought Lambert was going to step to the ball, but he was planted. Player timeouts are going to come. You would think, there we go. The Jets call theirs with 7 seconds to play, the margin at 3.
So we've got 7 on the clock here, but we actually have 6.6 in the gym, so a little bit less. And it has to be a 3. So what can they do? They've got multiple shooters out there. Rafael can shoot the ball, Tagovailoa can shoot the ball.
Campbell Scott.
And we know Campbell Scott's the preferred option, but with this kind of time remaining, I often like to use your best shooter as a decoy. Get some action so everybody's chasing him. You might end up with a cleaner look if you use him in that respect. But it looks like Scott's going to be the inbounder. When this normally happens, it's going to be probably a give and go. He's going to inbound to someone. He's probably going to get the handoff back so he can get the shot up.
Of course, if we go to overtime, 1 minute, and it will start with the jump ball. What's going to happen here? Scott receives it back, spot on. Casey Frank with the call. Campbell Scott doubled, gives it up. Rafael to tie it up. He can't complete it, and that'll do us. The Rams home by 3 in a thriller. Sky Broadband Rapid League delivers again.
Yeah, just too slowly developing was that action, forced with more of a prayer than it needed to be. Nice job by the Rams to lock things down on both ends and get that 3-point win.
So the Rams by 3, Sal's NBL to come. Other side of the break, some of the highlights of season 2024.
Very soon we'll be welcoming out the starting. That they missed twice, we will bring out a unique code slice of pizza that you can use tomorrow for either a free cheese or pepperoni slice. Alright, so when they step up to their free throw line, we're going to make lots of noise. There's going to be the giant pizza signs going crazy down the end. If they miss twice, it's a free slice. Now it's only going to happen for once. Alright, once they miss twice, then we're done deal. Okay, so it's only one code, we can only use it once tomorrow. Alright, we've got some awesome signs out there, and it's going to be hard for me to choose, so I'm going to probably need some of you to help me out at halftime throughout the game. Awesome dress up as well. We are looking green team, and we like it. We've got some awesome signs over here with some lights flashing. You guys need to put the light on so Make some noise, come on! Don't forget I'm on your mics, ready on your phone for when we do our intro, yeah? We're going to put our torches up. We're going to make the hangers sparkling and pretty. And we're going to welcome the guys out very, very soon. light squeeze. Corner, right, Ezekiel there. No corner, who's corner? That's all right. Introducing your Canterbury Rams, 0-0, John Bond, 0, Aidan Funky, number 5, Taylor Brick, 7, Walter Brown, number 8, Kamatoa Isaac, number 9, Hugo Gonzalez Garcia, number 11, Kaya Isaac, number 12, Max Starling, number 15, Max Stoddard, 20, Tucky Farrington, 21, Lachlan Aldridge, and Coach Doug Flavel and Assistant Coach Glenn Clinton. And introducing your property broken Jets, number 2, Cardinal Whitney. Number 3, Josh Tutamawau. Number 4, Johnson Cows. Number 5, Simon Rafaeli. Number 6, Cam Scott. Number 7, Mustafa Harris. Number 8, Mikael Lemlich. Number 10, Xavier Burns. Number 11, James Moore. 13,
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for excitement, entertainment, energy, and
Well, Justin Nelson with you. Casey Frank, four-time Sal's NBL champ right beside me. Jets, they're on a losing streak. Rams, they're on a winning streak, and it's big.
Oh, well, there's two unstoppable forces going in different directions, and we see what the crowd at home is thinking. This is going to be a big win for the Rams, and current form would point in that direction. The Rams are an absolute machine. The Jets just have not been able to find ways to win consistently.
Have we had 94% of the viewer vote at any time this season in favor of one team?
I would say so, because the Sharks had a long winless streak, so I'm going to say that this is the same level, but the Jets, they have the talent to surprise someone, but they have to pull it together.
Let's have a look at the games played so far in round 14. Just a couple of weeks away from the final six. The Airs with a big win over the Hawks. What about the Five? Jaden Bazant, the buzzer beater, takes down the Bulls. The Bulls have lost their last three. The Rams, what a huge win that was over the Airs.
Yeah, that was the most surprising result of the week. Even more surprising than the buzzer beater. The Saints, a big win against the Nuggets last night, as well as the Tuatara getting it done in the Battle of the 09. Short-handed, it does not matter for that Tuatara squad.
Giants win later today. They will lock in their final six position as well. Sal's NBL ladder, this is what it's all about. You can see the line in the middle. We spoke about the Giants today, though. It is top versus bottom.
Top versus bottom on streaks going in opposite directions. Everything points to the Rams having a big one, but that's the beauty of basketball. You got to play it out in the hardwood where anything can happen.
And they are missing a couple of players as well. MJ Walker out with concussion. KJ Buffin out with an ankle injury and could be out for the next week or two as well. That's the late news on KJ Buffin. Rams, let's have a look at the way they will start this afternoon. The Wheeler Motor Company, Canterbury Rams, reigning champs, of course. It's a solid lineup.
Yeah, we've mentioned no MJ Walker, no KJ Buffin, but they've got good players that come in and maybe make the offense move just as smoothly. They don't have the talent offensively, can't score as many points, but this offense loses nothing with the subs coming in.
Well, Max Darling is one of those players who comes in to the starting unit, and we know what this man is capable of doing.
Well, he was so valuable in the championship run last year, and to be able to have a player of his caliber come off the bench when you need him most, those statistics do not belie the impact he has in games. He's a physical force that must be contended with.
He's missed a few games with concussion this season, but he's back, and he's back in form starting today. Let's go and have a chat now with Max Darling.
Well, Max, a big out for the Rams today, KJ Buffin. That means you're a big into the starting lineup. Now, a slightly different play. KJ's been shooting the ball very well. You're a bit more of a physical player. Does that change the offensive plan for the Rams at all in this game?
No, not at all. I think we're still going to play in transition, get stops, get out and run. That's what we do best, so we're going to try and keep that going.
Coming up against the Jets today, you dominated them a few weeks ago on your home court, but you guys are still chasing that first seed, and you're being chased pretty hard by some teams behind you. Against a team that you're probably more talented than, what's the focus of the Rams coming into this one to ensure you're playing at your highest level?
Yeah, it's always tough coming into these games, playing against teams who have nothing to lose, playing with a lot of confidence and freedom, so we just have to stick to our game plan. Solid on defense, and just keep attacking the basket. I think that's the main thing.
By the way, Casey, Rams win today. They will lock in a home semi-final, so they do have a lot to play for. The Jets, James Moores, he's a big part of this team. Let's have a look at the starters. The team in green.
Well, there's a lot of athleticism out there. It's been a much better lineup since James Moores has come to celebrate things. Liam Judd has that athleticism, and Whitney and Heron, the imports who really need to deliver in scoring-wise. If they're not scoring the basketball, it's going to be a long day for the Jets.
I do appreciate Khalil Whitney's air guitaring skills as well there. That was nice.
That's quality. I think you're as a big a fan as a song as anything else. Eh?
James Moores, of course, mid-season recruit. The Kiwi is back home. And he's been super impressive this season. Look at those stats.
He's playing very well, and the ball's working through him. You see the solid rebounding. It's tough to do as a lone force down there in the low block, but he's been holding the fort as well as he can and is looking forward to continuing his career at the season where the Jets finishes.
Well, you caught up with him pre-game. Let's go and have a chat now with James Moores.
Well, James, a huge game here for the Jets, bringing in the defending champions who are playing great basketball, and the Rams have been an absolute machine this year. What are the Jets hoping to limit their effectiveness in to hopefully get a better chance at winning today's game?
Well, obviously, it's going to start with the rebounding. They love to crash the O-board, so we need to stop that. And really, it's their pace. We can't let them get out in transition. That's when they're at their best. So when they crash and get that D-board, we need to be right there with them and slow them down right away.
And one of the players that are key for the rebounds for them is Lackey Olbrich, playing really good basketball. You'll be coming up against him quite a bit. When you see a player like that can do a lot of things offensively, what are you trying to limit in him or come at him on the other side with that might slow down his effectiveness as well?
Well, it's the same thing. He likes to get out in transition, and so I'm super excited for that matchup. And yeah, we gotta go at him when we're on offense too, and make him tired, slow him down as much as we can.
Well, a whopping 56% of the fans, you viewers at home, going with the Rams to win by 20+ here today. Chemist Warehouse head-to-head.
Well, you see, it was not pretty last time these teams met up at Cal Stadium, and those streaks are going in opposite directions with a lot of momentum. The points against the Rams, second best in the competition in that category. The Jets, the worst. They're not, or the second worst. They're not giving up points. They're giving up points very easily. Points in the paint, opposite directions as well. If the Jets cannot slow the Rams down on the interior, it's going to be very difficult for them to stay competitive in this ballgame.
Hard to put together a streak in any competition. As you saw, 14 wins straight for the Rams, 14 losses for the Jets. We love our Jets, though. Fan appreciation round, of course.
Well, it's a fantastic chance for you to get inside and win some great prizes. This is the last day on all league socials that we're giving stuff out, so make sure you shout out, follow the instructions, and get in with your last chance to win in fan appreciation round. As 2 rounds of appreciating the fans comes to a close, but we're always appreciating the fans in the NBL.
Of course we do. Fans first. Coin officials here this afternoon, Callum Welsh, Sampan, and Amy Jo Clark. And I've got to say, just walking around pre-game, the signage work of the fans here in Palmy is elite.
Well, they've got put in so much work into it. You think it's the last home game of the year. It's not. They've got the final game of the season against the Sharks in a couple of weeks round in round 16. But the support of the fans, they love their Jets as much as any team in this competition loves their team.
And as we saw, the Jets have lost their last 3. The Rams have won their last 3. In fact, for the Jets, 3 of their last 4 losses have come at an average of 34.
Well, it's trending in the wrong direction. At the end of a season when things have not gone well, it is sometimes difficult to find that motivation, but I am hopeful that they can come together and just impose their athleticism on this Rams team that is going to be a little short in that regard. No KJ Buffett, no MJ Walker. The Jets have to think, hey, this is as good an opportunity as we have to go out. Let's go out, prove what we're made of, and get something going.
And both teams do have some young guns missing here today as well, off with the New Zealand under-17s at the World Champs, and they started the World Champs in great form, taking down Turkey.
Huge win against Turkey. They had lost a friendly with them just last week. Oscar Goodman came up big in the game today, and a fantastic start for them. Hoping to see them make some noise. Of course, maybe we might talk about the junior tall friends a little bit later as well. He's got some family members playing out here that are related to some of the young ladies that were playing earlier today.
Yeah, the Moores family, of course. Rebecca has been playing with the junior tall ferns. They finished 5th at the World Champs.
They finished 5th.
That's good.
But this was the Asia Cup.
Asia Cup
against Chinese Taipei. Getting that victory today. Always good to get a win internationally.
Just about set to go here this afternoon. Sal's NBL action. The mighty Manawatū Fly Palmy Arena. The Jets in green, the Rams in white. Top versus bottom. We are underway, and it will be the Rams who come up with it first. Kaya Isaac, 17 points a couple of nights ago against the Airs. Getting the start. Lockie Olbrich getting up high. Liam Judd.
Love the action. Really innovative ball screen there. Taylor Britt setting the screen for the big fella. But Liam Judd times that perfectly. Athleticism on display, play one.
He is an enigma, isn't he? Here's Olbrich on Moores, up and over the top.
Oh, just give that little chicken wing out to keep Moores from contesting that as well. Olbrich, such a talented player. A future NBA draft pick, I think, with the way he's developing.
That's a good call. Whitney answers.
Well, that is the same play that the Rapid League team started with. Handoff from the point guard up top, giving Whitney some opportunity to go downhill and get that finish with momentum.
Two apiece. Taylor Britt, red hot form. The Rams captain, Darling getting the start, bustling his way to the hoop.
Well, Whitney's going to be a tough matchup for Max Darling down low. He's got that physicality. Whitney, more of a perimeter-based player. And Max Darling's going to look to take advantage of him on the low block.
Moore's hands off to Heron. That one just touched the tip of the ring.
Just great defense by Walter Brown, staying with him in that, contesting without fouling, heads-up play.
Taylor Britt double-double against the Airs on Thursday night. Olbrich, in fact Friday night that was.
Olbrich's coming out really aggressive. Quite often he lets the game come to him, but they're trying to work the offense through him early.
Heron took contact.
How does he get that finish? He's basically falling down, still able to get this nice bounce.
Corner pocket, Max Darling.
Did I say of Max Darling that he wasn't as good a perimeter shooter as KJ Buffin? Because he just said, take that, Frank.
Heron, speaking of threes.
Back and forth we go. I think we got something brewing here. This is we heard Max Darling talk about it in the pregame. We're up against a team that has nothing to lose, and the Jets are playing loose and free right now, and those are dangerous teams to play.
14 points scored in the opening 100 seconds of this game. Hot stuff. Walter Brown looking to get going, and does.
Nice to see him attacking the rim. He's got that a nice left-hand finish there through some traffic.
Lane, Whitney, Heron, the three imports teaming up. The long loping steps, bobbling out for Heron, picked up by Isaac.
Well, just a nice contest there by Walter Brown, making that a more difficult shot than it had to be. Heron unable to get the nice roll.
Taylor Britt, wide open for him, too easy.
Well, Liam Judd has to understand where the help is, and that big backside line, nowhere to be found. So you got to force it away from the baseline because there's no help there. He was unaware, an easy finish for Britt.
18 points and 11 assists against the Airs on Friday night for Taylor Britt. Offensive foul called there.
Well, I didn't see what the activity was there. I think they're saying elbow popped out. I was looking at the ball handler come out, but unfortunately for Moores, can't be using those fouls up on the offensive screens. Need to save those for Olbrich in defensive play.
Rams out by 4 early. Brown to Olbrich, baseline drive, trying to step back in underneath. Finish.
Difficult to guard Olbrich by yourself, no help coming. Giving him a lot of time to make those multitude of moves to get the finish.
Don't forget he's only 21, lucky Olbrich. Lane with the miss, Olbrich getting up high.
A good hustle by Moores there. Forces Olbrich to lose the basketball. We're gonna get, is that gonna be a full shot clock or just a 14? Yeah, that's the call there.
Best part of 20 points and 12 rebounds a game for Lockie Olbrich this season. Rams have not lost with Olbrich in the lineup. Quite amazing. Lane nearly gets it to go.
Just hanging on that rim, and these are not some forgiving rims today.
Darling looking for his second triple of the game. Krishawn Lane up quickly. Whitney will fire from the wing.
Whitney's looking to get, he had that first touch, hasn't touched the ball since, so probably left that one off a little quick.
Olbrich, nice hand in there, Whitney. Olbrich gets it back, they go again, the Rams. Taylor Britt sizing up his options, draws contact.
And Taylor Britt wants the shot, but I think that one's going to be called on the floor. Look to see if they're inbounding from the baseline, and they are. Taylor Britt's just so in control of his game this year.
Huge season, huge.
Just really understands what the team needs, what's being given. He forces nothing, but he has been really making defenses pay with regularity.
Rarely turns it over. Olbrich! Timeout for the Jets coming, you would think. There it is, right on cue. Rams out by 8, making their move early on the Jets.
Liam Judd, I think a little too respectful of Lockie Olbrich's triple, a fake there. That's a shot you want to give up to the big fella. If he wants to shoot threes, we're going to be happy to have that happen.
Well, the Isaac brothers are big news in Christchurch. Tama and Isaac. Let's go and meet them.
Well, I've got the Isaac brothers here, two guys who have turned out to be integral to the Rams' success throughout the season. Kaya, as the big brother, you played a little bit more basketball. You had experience with the Breakers this year. Have you had any advice for Tama that he's actually taken that you've seen actually go a little ways?
Yeah, I think just like being confident in the way he plays, you know, defending the ball. Other than that, like offensively, just getting us into our offense and trusting Judd and trusting the assistant coaches to do what he does best. So yeah.
Tama, for yourself, a young man, you know, still 17 years old, thrusted into this role. You're playing 10 minutes a game for the Sal's NBL. Has that rapid league experience and playing at that level given you the confidence to come into the Sal's NBL and to play the way you've been?
Yeah. So rapid league's always like gave me like more confidence to come into actual NBL game, as in like kind of gets me like more confident, gets me like in the rhythm. So it's like pretty simple, yeah, easy like that.
And then Kaya, you've really come on as of late, playing more and more for the Sal's NBL. What has it been like for yourself to have your little brother on the team? You guys are coming together, chasing the championship. That's got to be a lot of fun. Something maybe you would have dreamed about one time, playing together and chasing the title.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. You know, a couple of talking smack at practice, but yeah, it's always good to be alongside our little bro. But yeah.
Well, they are certainly a handy combination, the Isaac brothers. Back underway here, James Moores gets the basket. You were telling me, Casey, that Tama, the 17-year-old, the younger brother, was so nervous.
I'll tell you what, give that guy a three-point shot to win the game, he is not fazed. But you'd ask that guy to do an interview, and I have never seen him more nervous than that. That may have been his first on-camera interview because that was a level of nerves, but he did a great job.
It was really good to have a chat with him. Foul there against Mustafa Heron. Is that his second?
Count?
No, first.
Is that bucket going to count? Yeah, the bucket counts. He loses it there, just completely lost it, but was able to retain it in the same motion. I think that's the right call. And Ulbrich off to the stripe, aggressive early in this one. He's already up to 6 points and 4 rebounds, putting in a lot of work out there. He's got, make that 8 points already and 4 rebounds. He's got 8 of the 13 shots for the Rams up to this point in the ballgame.
He jumps up to 9 now as he converts from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. So danger signs right now for the Jets. Rams out by 9. A whopping 94% of viewers this afternoon going with the Rams to win. Top of the table, 14 straight victories. Judd, turnaround, short on the iron.
Jets need to let that basketball do some of the work and force that defense to adjust. This attacking and driving into multiple defenders is not having the success it needs.
Pulling up, Kaya Isaac.
So smooth. I spoke about how Taylor Britt lets the game come to him. Much the same for Kaya Isaac. He's got a great level of physicality, good size, and being a natural lefty is almost like a cheat code.
Rams win today. They lock up a home semi-final. The reigning champs, of course. Moores. Tough shot, made it look easy.
That is not easy. That is a 17-foot fadeaway against a good defender with a soft touch on display.
He's got 4 in the game. Ulbrich, I think a little bit of indecision there. Didn't know whether to go to the wing. Saw Aiden Tonge late cut into the key.
Well, he was choosing between the easy play and the hard play. He went with the hard one because sometimes that's a bit more fun. Just the ball slips out of his hands as we take a look at the ladder. Rams up on top. Look at that points percentage. Huge win against Taranaki early in the week. May have just about sealed up the top 2 spot for them because of the advantage that points percentage gives.
And importantly, if the Giants win today against the Sharks, they will lock up a final 6 spot as well. So maybe the final 6 will be decided later tonight. James Moores can't get it to go.
Short arms that one. A little bit worried about Ulbrich around. Just needs to be a bit more patient, but nice offense that time for the Jets.
Isaac from the corner, halfway down. Farrington into the action now as well. He had 23 against the Airs on Friday night. Tucky Farrington in a bit of form.
Grown in confidence. And for Farrington, I just feel like it's all about that first shot. He hits that first one, he feels so much better about the way things are going.
Lane, nowhere to go in the end, turns it over. Here comes Kaya Isaac, look away. Ulbrich, good hand in there. Heron, finished off by Isaac.
Well, what a block by Mustafa Heron. Impressively defensively, but Kaya Isaac sticks with the play. Didn't get the assist, so he takes the bucket.
He's got 4 points early as well. Here's Lafayette from the corner. We saw him drop a big one in the Sky Broadband Rapid League as well.
And he took off the sleeves. It hasn't gotten any warmer, but that shot's heating up.
Another basket, Isaac.
And he's just so smooth. And he's got a great base of strength, really good balance. Such a strong player for a player his age.
And Casey, you think he's a player that potentially Aussie NBL teams will be looking at right now?
I mean, I do think he's the type of player that's going to end up playing at that level, if not higher. Excellent command of the game. I think he's a guy who can play a little bit of point guard, but certainly any perimeter spot defensively is well suited.
Here's Olbrich on Lafayette. Nobody comes across to double, and Olbrich makes them pay.
You can't let him go to work with that much time in the post. He's 5 for 10 from the field right now, already up to 11 of the 26 points for the Rams.
And he's got 5 rebounds to go with it, dominating this opening quarter here this afternoon at Palmy Arena. Moores, his direct matchup. Whitney, corner, 3 over the top.
Now that pass delivered a little bit low, so it took him out of his rhythm as Khalil Whitney gets the foul at half court, his second personal. As we see a few subs for the Jets. Judd and Scott back in.
So Liam Judd.
The Jets only have 4 players on the court. Somebody's going to have to stay.
I think Heron's got to stay out there. In fact, Whitney's coming off now as well. He's got the 2 fouls, of course.
Well, Mustafa Heron asked for a sub after he got that block. Looked like something was a little off or on the fast break on Olbrich, so I think he expected it to come.
Cell 2 Feds every Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Also, Thursday nights at 6 p.m. as well. Check it out, Brooke Rusco and the team. Always fun and full of basketball news. Barronson misses that attempt. Speaking of fun, Case, Tuesday night, Sal's NBL highlight show, all the best bits. And there's a lot happening in the competition right now as we head towards the final 6. Campbell Scott.
That's his spot. Deep in the corner, Heron draws defenders with the drive and sets up the young fella for the triple.
Handy basket for the Jets. Barronson looking to return serve. A couple of early looks for him here today.
A couple of perimeter shots from the Rams. I think the next time down, look to see them attack the rim. For the Jets, they need to keep this momentum going.
Mustafa Heron, one of the leading scorers in the competition. Scott back to back.
He was waiting on that. Tom Isaac a little late to recover, worried about the driving ability of Heron, but Scott was thinking nothing but letting that fly before he touched it.
Handy baskets for the Jets here. They bring it back to 6. Minute to play in the opening quarter. Great pass by Max Darling.
Such a nice job by the Rams. They get a couple of missed jumpers. What do? Let's throw it in the post. Let's make that defense adjust. It turns up into an easy pass because of or easy bucket because of the cut from the weak side by Tom Isaac.
Smart work by Darling and the Rams. Moores now going to work. Walter Brown having a look. Hand in there once and twice. Scott
hit
for
that
3
one.
in a row. Campbell Scott.
Big smile on the face, and why not? You are perfect from the field. Let it fly. There's an electricity in the crowd. Down 5 with 20 seconds to play.
Well, that's what this young man is capable of, the 20-year-old from Fielding. Campbell Scott now having to play defense on the 17-year-old. Tama Isaac, Darling for 3. Can't convert. The battle on the boards. Tonge comes up with it. Flicks it up over the top. Jets will go again, or will they? No, time's going to beat them. So 1 down this afternoon at Palmy Arena. The Rams off to a hot start. The Jets have closed it up. 5 points in it. Let's head straight down to the sidelines. Casey Frank has got Lockie Olbrich with him.
Lackey, a really good start for you. Really aggressive offensively. Was that part of the game plan coming in?
Yeah, just always got to stay aggressive, get 2 feet in the paint, and then that's where we find our open kickouts.
Appreciate it, Tom. Good luck at halftime or at quarter time. We will see you after this break when we come back with the Jets trailing by 5 points.
quarter down in the Sal's NBL this afternoon. Rams have it by 5. Back underway as we head down to the sidelines. Rams coach Judd Flavel, good enough to join us. Judd, what were the key messages after that opening quarter?
For us, just being aggressive defensively. I think Scott got away on us, and because we didn't contain the ball, we didn't keep it stuck to the sideline. The ball was able to get to the middle and find him on the other side. So, yeah, we weren't aggressive enough with our coverages there, and just got to make the change there.
Judd, that may be the most aggressive I've seen Lackey Ulbrich in the first quarter this season. He took 10 shots in the quarter. Was that part of the game plan? Down a little bit on scoring talent with the imports out. Did you want to work through him early in the game to set the tone?
Yeah, I mean, look, he's a centerpiece for us. We run the plays through him. It depends on what the defense is going to show us once he makes those catches. If they left him single coverage in the first, I guess, couple of possessions, and then they started coming, setting the doubles. But, we're just going to react to what the defense is going to give us.
Appreciate your time, Judd. As always, best of luck for the rest of this one. Couple of baskets already to open this second quarter. Margin at 4.
Rafaeli again getting the bucket. I love the aggressiveness, the speed with which the Jets are playing. And now coming down a little bit of a zone to try and fluster this Ram squad.
Opens it up for Walter Brown to have a look. Brown from downtown.
Walter Brown has sacrificed so much of his game offensively just because of the way teams defend the Rams. And he's happy to do his job, but that is the type of talent he has. That catch and shoot ability is there on the surface.
Mustafa Heron takes contact, finishes off the glass.
Man, he is just searching out the contact, finding it, not getting the whistle, but he's been able to play through it because of his strength as an offensive player.
He's up to 7 points now. A double downtown from Brown. No, doesn't get it to go. Ulbrich underneath, draws contact off to the Chemist Warehouse. What a start for Lockie Ulbrich here today.
Well, he's nearly closing in on a double-double with 7 rebounds, 3 of those offensive, 6 offensive rebounds already for the Rams, and they're doubling up the Jets on the glass, and that's the big concern. The offense is nice, but if the Jets can't stay tight in the possession game, it's going to be a trouble matter for them. Only 3 turnovers in the game overall, but all those second chance opportunities, 6 offensive rebounds has allowed the Rams to already have 6 more shots than the Jets have got up to this point in the game.
James Moores has just subbed back in for the Property Brokers Jets. There he is.
You'll do that quickly. Wait a minute. Ulbrich got an offensive. All right, get the big fella back in there. We are not going to be able to keep this tide from going out without the big fella on the court.
It's a key matchup today, isn't it? Ulbrich and Moores. 2 young guns. Heron getting busy, pulls up at the Chemist Warehouse. Such a sweet stroke.
Timeout for Coach Judd Flavel and the Rams. He does not like the way things look defensively as the Jets have cut it to 4 points. And the offense has spread. 9 points for Heron now at 67% from the field. Scott with those 9 points early. They're doing a nice job of sharing that basketball.
And this will be really interesting to hear what Judd Flavel has to say. He's called the timeout, has seen enough. A couple of minutes into this second quarter. Let's hear from the championship winning coach.
As we come off this one, I want you guys to go ahead and see if you can, don't top block it, but just get into the body. All right, put pressure on that catch. All right, Lockie, make sure that as that ball goes this way, if you know it's down, don't drop too far. Now we come in on the speed, and now we want to be here to get that thing stuck to the side, okay? Just a reminder, down, this is where they're going, all right, here inside. You see zone right here, good to shakes, all right, otherwise 25, okay? Okay, we're good.
Well, I could listen to Judd Flavel all day, Casey. I could also share some pizza with him. I'm happy to break a large cup pepperoni, at least give him a couple of slices. $30, that's this week's special. Sal's Cup is the code. Would you share a Sal's pizza with Judd, surely?
Are we ordering more than one? or is it just one pizza? One pizza for 2 people, and I'm one of the people.
You never disappoint, ever.
I mean, I guess I'd share it.
Back underway, Rams by 4. Let's see what they do out of this timeout. They go to Max Darling in the corner, who flicks it back. Handy stuff. Brown baseline drive, up and over. Darling battling away, keeping it alive.
Shouldn't have been a reset. That's why the whistles come.
Missed everything.
We're going to take 3 seconds off that. We're going to get down to 8 seconds, and it's going to be the Rams ball on the sideline. Nice catch there McCallum Welsh understanding that the ball did not hit the rim in that possession.
He was straight onto it, wasn't he, the coin official? So there we go. That is going to change. Down to 7, down to 6. Isaac. Oh, Darling was open. Went back out to Britt. Back of the iron. Stent with the rebound. Had it, lost it. Look out. Olbrich dumps it off. Isaac underneath.
Olbrich is such a talented player.
Yeah.
Campbell Scott now coming off.
Goes all the way to the hoop. He's having a good one here today, Campbell Scott.
Well, doing it from outside, doing it from inside. The aggressiveness for the Jets has not gone away, and they've got a sniff now, playing with a little pep in their step.
He's up to 11 as well.
That's what happens when you hit 3 threes. A nice hand, Herod.
Playing with some confidence right now.
Just a lot of energy. They look kinetic out there, something we don't normally see from the Jets at this point in the game.
Oh, who's that come off? This will be interesting. It's going to be a Rams ball.
I thought I agreed with Campbell Scott on that one. Looked like his hustle knocked it off the foot of Olbrich. Keyshawn Lane's going to come check back into the game as Mustafa Heron heads to the bench.
Didn't argue too much, Campbell Scott, but to be fair, I don't think I've ever seen him argue this season.
I don't know if you heard, Justin, but there's been an edict. There cannot be too much arguing now. You can say a little piece, then you got to get the heck out of Dodge.
He had a little say, didn't he? Here's Walter Brown in the corner. That one too strong. Oh, look at Max Darling.
What time is it? It's thick 30. Get the ball to Max Darling down low off the offensive glass or throw it to the post. He has got an advantage down low.
Getting the start today, no KJ Buffin. Darling up to 7 points. Jarden. Moores, good pass, good finish.
I actually thought that was a little bit late. Olbrich, I think, could have gotten to that if he had known that that pass was so slow. But the floater perfectly delivered makes for an easy finish once it gets through.
Jets making a real game of it. Battling hard right now. Darling again inside.
Textbook against the zone. High post flash, the no-look pass by Brown. And Max Darling aggressive on the rim, attacking, imposing his will physically.
Rams defeated the Airs by 28 on Friday night. They're on the double. Jets will get it back. Shot clock will be at 6. But I think before we get to that, Coach Natu Tofele wants to have a chat to the team in green. They're within 6.
Well, I think he feels this is a pivot point. 6 seconds left on the shot clock, halfway through the second quarter, and they've got it to 6. Can they get a bucket here? Because if they don't, the Rams are much closer to getting back that to double figures.
He'd be pretty happy with what he's seen so far. Natu Tofele, let's listen
Right,
in.
regular back up. We're back into numbers. Back into numbers. Come down on the next item on the floor. We're in cross. Right, we're cross. Next time down the floor, we're in cross. Either you two can run that point, all right? We're in cross, but we're back to numbers now, all right? Keep working on the boards. Got to block out. Here we go. Take care of the rock.
Well, a couple of stats really pointed out to me, Justin. 18 rebounds to 9, the advantage to the Rams right now, imposing their will physically. But the equalizer for the Jets has been the three-point shot. They're 5 for 9 at 56%, and they've held the Rams to 2 for 11 at 18%. Neither team fouling, so those are the two stats to keep an eye on. If the Rams continue to dominate the glass, they're going to be in good shape. But if the Jets can continue to shoot like that, they're going to keep it close.
If you love your team merch, there's the QR code right there. Get online, do some shopping with thanks to New Balance and Belgravia. Back underway, Olbrich, early strip. Does he come up with it? He does.
Just unfortunate there. James Morris couldn't hold him off, and what a big turnover turning into instant offense.
Not what the Jets wanted coming out of that timeout. Here's Moores now, nowhere to go, doubled, good enough to get the pass out, ends up with Scott on the drive. He turns it over, Britt waiting in the lane, here comes Taylor Britt. Olbrich!
Beautiful basketball, really aggressive defensively. You saw the Rams were on a string, they're bumping cutters, they're rotating nicely, and on the run, Olbrich up to 16 points after back-to-back buckets. The second one set up on a platter by Taylor Britt.
And that margin just like that, out to 10.
Well, that's the worry at that timeout. as Moore's unable to hit a difficult shot, and now the offense starting to get away. And look at the pace with what the Rams are playing.
He's on a charge. Taylor Brett, the skipper, the 27-year-old, puts it away.
That timeout by the Jets almost seems to work more in favor of the Rams. They have come out, they've scored 6 straight in quick succession. Mustafa Heron getting back into the game.
Taylor Britt, 17 points, 6.5 assists a game. 18 points, 11 assists against the Airs. Just prior to that against the Saints, also 18 points and 11 assists. He's in red-hot form.
Playing great basketball. And just has complete control of the offense for this squad.
It's opening up again. Can the Jets respond? Liam Jada up high.
Nice just little cheat there by Walter Brown. Leaves Mustafa Heron. An extra pass would have punished him, but the quick shot goes awry.
Brown turns back on Judd, bustles his way into the hoop. Look at Holbrook.
Huge block by Judd. He recovered really well, but the offensive rebounds really piling up. That's the 9th of the half for the Rams.
Moores seeking contact. Double-double for Holbrook now. 18 and 10. Round the back if you don't mind.
I just love him in transition with the basketball.
Isaac, space, and another basket for the Rams. Look at this, blowing out 16.
This is a 10-0 run that we've had since that timeout. They have come out and absolutely dominated by picking up the pace and the physicality on the defensive end.
Scott has already hit 3 triples in the game.
And the offense for the Jets has just gone away. They're no longer sharing the basketball, no longer getting the penetration and forcing that defense to bend.
Oh, Walter Brown, way too much time and space underneath, has Big Moores to beat, and he does.
It was just all alone, the late in rotation as Mustafa Heron is trying to take on the defense here on the other end. I like that decision. Slow it down. They need a great shot.
What is it, a 12-zip run? Looks like it's going to continue here. They've got numbers again, running hard. Brown through traffic is fouled.
And it might even be more than 12, because I think I got a bucket before that timeout as well. But it has been 12 straight points since that timeout. It was 40-34, and I saw it. That was 5:45 left in the half. In these last 2.5 minutes, they have absolutely loved the intensity and taken over this ball game.
They're the top team in the competition for a reason. 2023 Sal's NBL champions. They've won 14 in a row. Isaac up to 10 points in the game. Olbrick's got 18 to go with his 10 rebounds. Campbell Scott with 11 for the Jets.
Double-double. Those are 10 rebounds. 5 of them on the offensive end.
He's been huge.
Literally and figuratively. He's got it all.
Add a couple for Walter Brown, and all of a sudden, the margin was at 6. It's now at 20. Blink of an eye.
Didn't even take 3 minutes.
Heron guarded closely, gets it back. Tonge defending, and defending well.
Just they're not making the extra pass anymore. You can see the trust in their teammates has gone away in these last couple of minutes. Now everybody on the court's trying to do it on their own. And against this initial pressure defense of the Rams, that's a very difficult task indeed.
We saw them blow out the Airs early on Friday night. They've put together a huge few minutes here against the Jets. Isaac for 3. Raffaele juggled it in the end. Jets have to come up with something here. Krishawn Lane finds a way through.
Penetration is a good answer. Judd Flavel calls a timeout.
1 basket was enough for Judd.
Jeez, man. That's 2 points in 3 minutes. He's quick on that timeout.
Amazing. What did they go on? They just went on a, was it an 18, 16 zip run before that basket?
Well, I'll try and find out, but either way, it was impressive. 14 straight points from that timeout before that answer there. And just like that, the game is out of hand. It comes back to the possessions. I mentioned that earlier. The rebound count now 24-10 in favor of the Rams. The shot count now 10 shots in favor of the Rams. They're 24 for 41. The Jets just 15 for 31. And they have to find a way to produce more offensive opportunities to get back in this game.
Jets have got 3 games left in the season after this one. They're on the road against the Hawks and the Phi. Then they've got the Sharks at home last round of the season. The Rams with just 2 games to come ahead of the final 6, both at home. At Cowes, they take on the Sharks and then finish off the regular season with a home game against the Bulls, which will be interesting.
That will be interesting, and it was, that is a 20-2 or 20-4 run there. It's really impressive, but this machine that is the Canterbury Rams.
It's a good word. It's an apt title. They are a machine, you're right.
I mean, they just grind it out. It does not matter what's in front of them. They continually go along, just cogs getting it done. Doesn't matter what the talent is, they're finishing it.
And let's not forget, no KJ Buffin, no MJ Walker today. Walker, we think, will be back next week. KJ Buffin might be missing for a couple with an ankle injury. They won't risk him ahead of the final 6. For Sean Lane, too much height in front of him. Lafayette just barging his way through.
What a bump by Simon Lafayette. Just drops that shoulder in the chest of Olbrook. Well dropped off by Lane, and then the patience. Because it's easier said than done to try and get a shot up in there. I think he got a little bit of a head tap, but all created by just that little shoulder drop, creates some space, gives himself an opportunity to get that finish.
We were talking about Lafayette during the Sky Broadband Rapid League game earlier, Casey, and just such an unassuming character. Doesn't give too much away, but boy, does he work hard.
He really does. You know, and he's a jack of all trades for him. He can play a lot of positions, and in a game like today, that's going to be needed. As Aiden Chanj, too much weights, not enough speed work.
Just the 3rd turnover for the Rams as well. I hope you're enjoying it this afternoon. Sal's NBL round 14 action from Palmerston North.
I'd like to see the Jets make a little inroads here. If they can get 2-3 buckets in the last 2 minutes while stopping the Rams from scoring, that will certainly lift their morale in the changing shed at halftime.
Worldwide coverage, of course, right throughout the season. Sky Open this afternoon. Hello to everyone on Sky Sport, ESPN throughout the United States and right around the world on FIBA YouTube. Great to have you with us, wherever you may be. Heron draws the foul.
I appreciate Mustafa Heron trying to convince him that he was going up on that despite taking another dribble after the whistle. Not a lot of free throws in this game. The Jets have only attempted 2 up to this point, where the Rams just 5. They've made 4 of them. The Jets haven't missed, but this has been a game that's been earned on the court in free play.
Margin was just 6 points about 4 minutes ago. Rams have put the foot down, as they've done so many times this season. Heron with the miss.
How about Walter Brown getting a hand on that jump shot? Just quick reactions, forcing the miss.
He's an elite defender, isn't he, the young man? Speaking of young men, Tama Isaac, just waiting for it, darling.
I mean, that level of patience for a young 17-year-old guard, letting things open up and not forcing it, it really is uncommon.
He's a special talent. Lane has been extremely well held.
Love the way the Rams are switching on the weak side. They are on a string defensively, pulling up for each other's mistakes.
Let's see what Liam Judd can do here. Again, Walter Brown maybe just came down the arm.
Yeah, I think he closed the gap on the body there. He really wanted to make that an impossible shot to make. It was already very difficult. But Liam Judd will be taking the Jets to the line for just the 3rd and 4th attempts of the day.
Liam Judd at the Chemist Warehouse.
Jets stay perfect from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Second one for the man with the mullet, one of your favorites, Casey Frank, 2 from 2.
I love his energy, love his play. He's come down here from Auckland and made himself here at home in the Manawatū. The fans love him, and you can see why we're playing like that.
Darling. Just a great step through. He's fouled, and he will now head to the Chemist Warehouse. Coming up a little bit later today, Giants and the Sharks. Rapid League 5:30, Sal's NBL from 6:30 local time in New Zealand. All of the action live on Sky Sport. And if the Giants get it, welcome to the final 6.
Is that not 100% locked in? Is there percentages that can go their way, or is it just is that on the preponderance of facts that it's more than likely?
It is highly unlikely they're going to get tipped out if they win. In fact, they've got a lot to thank their Rapid League team for, with all of the points they've scored, top of the table, and the percentage in the Sal's NBL is sky high.
They've been really taking that aspect of the game seriously. They've been playing better basketball as well, but there you see the points percentages on the right. The Giants in 6th spot, but have essentially the 4th best percentage in the competition because of their Rapid League form, and that's basically a game in hand.
It is. It's going to be enough if they get the win over the Sharks. Don't take the Sharkies lightly, though, in a bit of form at the moment.
I'm going to be sniffing upset. I wonder if I can get in touch with Isaiah from Hoopheads and make a switch on my Giants pick.
I think only Crystal Ledger Walker gets away with that, doesn't she?
It's amazing. He plays favorites. He certainly does. He still has an anti-big city bias against me because I play for Auckland and Wellington.
Ooh. Jets keep possession. Whitney, haven't seen too much of him in this one. Missed there.
Spacing not right there. He's trying to go to work, but he's got a defender right on top of him, and the player timeout called by Tama Isaac with 11 seconds left.
You speak about maturity. He had a quick look at the clock. Knew what he was doing, Tama Isaac.
It's funny. You speak to him, you see him interviewed, and that's what he seems like, a 17-year-old. But he never seems like a 17-year-old to me on the court. There hasn't been one point in time this season where I've looked at him and thought that that's what his age was. His game maturity is years above where he is physically and emotionally at his age.
Surely headed to the American collegiate system. Dying seconds here. Rams will use it. They lead by 17. Tama Isaac finds a way through, and he's copped a clip on the way.
Unfortunate foul there. Would have been a very tough shot to make with just 3 seconds left, but now a chance to stretch it to 19 with a couple of free throws. But the Jets, they do have the ability to call timeout and maybe make some inroads there.
We have seen the Jets throughout the season not really get a handle of the player timeout. Let's see what they do coming out of this.
That was the 3rd personal foul on Khalil Whitney, and so doubly unfortunate for the Jets, causing some shuffling of the lineup in the second half.
He has been well held, Whitney, just 2 points in the game. Second one good for Tama Isaac, and there's the player timeout for the Jets with 3.8 to play.
We saw at the end of the Rapid League game that they went with a shooter on the inbounds and the quick handoff. We're going to see an attempt at a back screen, possibly a lob to Lafaele or Liam Judd first, but then look for the quick kick in and possibly a handoff action coming off of that.
Hard to believe they were within 6 midway through this quarter, the Jets. We have referred to the Rams as a buzzsaw so many times this season, and we've seen it again. Late opportunity, Campbell Scott, his 4th triple. Oh, in and out, so close. But that'll do us to the half. A half in which the Rams have yet again stamped their claim on this competition. They have been huge, seeking win number 15 on the trot. They're out by 19. And they have done it so powerfully well again. Kaya Isaac has been right in the thick of it. Here he is with Casey.
Well, Kaya, a really impressive first half there offensively. When the Jets made a run, what was the difference in the Rams regaining control of the game?
I think just matching up faster and trends. So they got a few cheap buckets on us, keeping our transition offense and keep flowing the ball. So yeah.
In the second half, what's the key? You held them to 41 points in the half. How can you continue to keep them to that level or below moving forward?
Just keeping them to 1 shot per possession, get out and run, and yeah, keep doing an easy look. So yeah.
Appreciate the time. Good luck in the second half, Kaya. I've got Campbell Scott coming in now. Campbell, you ran some really good looks opener early, hit 3 for 3. What was going right when the offense was flowing like that?
Yeah, I think we were just executing within our offense, and then we kind of went away from it in the second quarter, end of the second quarter. So we just got to get back to that, and I think we'll be fine.
A bit of trouble on the offensive glass where you've given up 9 offensive rebounds. What can the Jets do to limit the Rams' effectiveness in that area?
Yeah, it's just hit and go get, really. Like, we're probably just standing there and not grabbing the ball, so we've got to go hit and go get first.
Appreciate the time. Good luck in the second half.
Rams up by 19. It will not deflate these Jets fans. Some of the best in the Sal's NBL fan appreciation round at the half. The Rams lead at 60-41. Chemist Warehouse stats coming right up.
We don't want that to happen. All right, so stay away from the P. The S is speed. Hit that 3 times and you're at full speed. So if you're going slow, try hitting that S and it's going to pick up. Okay, now what you're going to do, you're going to race your highlights to the end of the court. You're going to grab the ball, pop the ball into the highlights, race it back, take the ball out, dribble it to this end of the court, make a shot, yeah? The winner is going to take away a Manawatū and TRC Toyota bucket hat. Do we understand? Yep. All right. There it is. Right, are we ready? Let's count them down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Remember the S. 3 hits on the S is going to go faster. Next one. Yeah, there we go. And then keep it at that speed. Keep it at that speed. All the way, pop the ball in. Turn it around. Oh, that could have been rolling. All right, turn it around and race it back. Woo! How they wouldn't work, and suddenly I think it's, you know. You can keep that ball, all right? Well done, good shot, good work, and that goes to you. Nice job, high five. Awesome, now you can do that because you look great. Nice job, well done. Thank you, let's give it up to both of them. Sorry about that, not sure what happened there. Oh, all right. Now, as we know, it is fan appreciation round.
Fly Palmy Arena this afternoon, home of the NZNBL Rams have it by 19. That buzzsaw got going throughout that second quarter. The Jets getting the messages at halftime from Coach Manawatū Tofale. They've got some work to do. Casey Frank.
A little bit of work to do, in particular on the glass in the possession game. 8 more shots for the Rams right now, and all that has basically been created by the effort they put on the offensive boards, and it's easier said than done to slow them down in that area.
And what about this Rams buzzsaw? We keep using that term. When they get going, they just roll in. They do it in numbers, they do it with class. And Lockie Olbrich has been another big part of that yet again.
Played fantastically well. He wasn't as aggressive in that second quarter. 10 shots in the first quarter, 14 for the half, but the efficiency is great. 18 points on 8 for 14 from the field, and he can score in so many ways. His ball handling is so impressive for a player his size and age, and I think what really sets him apart as an NBA prospect, his mobility, fantastic. Look at him in the passing lanes, the energy, the enthusiasm, playing with a lot of each of those categories.
He's going to be right in contention for MVP today and maybe for the season. Well, the Jets have been searching for something to cheer for, and it's been a local lad, the 20-year-old out of fielding, Campbell Scott. When he fires, he can light it up.
He had some great looks early, 3 for 3 out of the box, and actually 4 for 4 before he missed his last 2 shots, and that's how he does it. Catch and shoot. His teammates looking for him. Quick release. They can create some more space with penetration and give him a few more of those. Those 3-pointers can be a great equalizer for the Jets and maybe help them claw their way back into this game.
Well, he lit it up in the Rapid League earlier today, and he's doing it in the Cells NBL as well. Chemist Warehouse stats to the half.
Most of them not too bad for the Jets. They're doing a decent job on the Rams, forcing them from 15% from deep, but it's the rebounds 100%, 26-12. The Rams have 9 offensive rebounds. The Jets have 12 rebounds in total. You just cannot beat this team if you do not keep the Rams from getting on top of you on the glass. The Jets already out of the sheds. It was a quick spray, probably mostly about effort and intensity.
Can the Jets get back into it? Get your green on. Manawatū, the mighty Manawatū, they're hopeful, but they're down by 19 at the half.
All right, and I just have one more to give away on my voucher. Another family pass to Cloud9. And just a coincidence, they're sitting in the Flat Hill spot, just as green, just as mean, and being seen with their great signs there and dress up. This one is for you guys. Nice work. Once again, please just give it up for yourselves. Massive appreciation to all of our Property Brokers Jets fans. Once again, we wouldn't be able to bring the energy if it wasn't for you. I remember 6 years ago when I started this, and I'd be like, make some noise! And I was like, so we're really growing in 6 years, and I appreciate all of you so well done. Thank you all so much. All right, now, we've got 3 more minutes. I've just got a couple of balls to give away. Can I can get one of those? We've got some more signs. Another one with lights. Come over here so we can turn that one around and show everybody. All right, let's just turn around so everyone can see. Nothing much. How good's that, right? Add some light and boom. Amazing. Here you go. That's good. Well done. Last one. Nothing like that. And this one, I'm setting up these two of them. Flashing light glasses. I've obviously got to think for lights tonight. And hats. I'm coming up. There we go. That one's for you guys. Nice work. Thank you all once again. On behalf of the Property Brokers Jets, thank you to our fans. Nice work, guys.
No Mai Hockey Mai, great to have you with us at Palmy Arena. Trouble there, Max Darling. You bet it was.
Hit it with the old school N1 moves. That looked like a little bit of he hate me, the pass fake into the thing. The professor would have been proud of that one.
Max knew it straight away as well.
He tried to get away with it. He almost did. But the consternation of the Jets bench evened it up.
Jets absolutely need the first few baskets here. Got to find some confidence. Pass. Whitney underneath on the reverse.
Just his second bucket of the game at halftime. Whitney, Lane, and Liam Judd had combined for 6 points total. It'd be great for the Jets fans to see Whitney get himself a little bit more involved.
Through hands, as they do so well, the Rams. Ulbrich providing some cover for Taylor Britt on Lane. Stepping back. Oh, there's a foul called there.
That's a tough one. He just had the chair pulled out on him. I thought excellently defended. Let's see where the hands are, though. Oh, I mean, that's a tough call. So goes it. Unfortunate for the Jets today.
Did a lot right, didn't he? Deshaun Lane. Oh, how about that setup? Guard to guard, Britt to Isaac. Kaya Isaac now up to 12 in the game.
Just always puts himself in the right place. Excellent understanding to where he should be on the court.
Liam Judd loves a corner three. Another rebound for Lockie Ulbrich. Get out of his way, doing it all.
Just Judd's third shot of the game. As Moores gets called for the foul there. James Moore is going to pick up, I believe, his third personal foul.
Double-double already for this young Australian this afternoon. 18 points, 11 rebounds.
Sorry, second personal foul on Moores. There are 3 on Khalil Whitney and 3 on Kayshawn Lane. Only Ulbrich on the Rams with 2 fouls or more. How about the Rams have only fouled 5 times in this game?
Incredible. They are such a dynamic team, both ends of the floor. And they do it so well. Looking forward to seeing Lockie Ulbrich playing for the Illawarra Hawks in the upcoming Aussie NBL season. He has just stepped it up so much here in New Zealand. There he is again battling for the boards. It falls to Isaac.
You mentioned Ulbrich. He started off with a lot of playing time for the Hawks as Isaac gets right to the cup and sets up that perimeter attack. Just 12 seconds in the shot clock now.
Brown all the way, Walter Brown.
Good speed, but back to my Ulbrich point, him and Sam Froling, I mean, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch. I really expect to see Ulbrich play a lot more minutes this year in the Aussie NBL.
Mustafa Heron. And I think importantly, 2 young Aussies as well in that competition, holding down the center position.
Yeah, I mean, that's a difference maker. That enables them to bring in Tyler Harvey and try and get him as a Australian citizen when that comes through later in the year.
Isaac can't get it to go.
Great
James
box out.
Moores, yeah, won the rebound there. Judd, Moores, good play, Jets.
I mean, that one worked out, but I thought they turned down the easy shot, which was Whitney on the wing with a wide open look, but Liam Judd able to get that through to James Moores, who finishes strongly inside. Moores hasn't had a ton of basketball in hand, 8 shots for him, but he's up to 8 points now to go with 3 rebounds and an assist.
Speaking of the Australian NBL closer to home, the Breakers, any news yet, Casey, on incoming coach?
Well, none that I'm aware of. Do you have some? Are you Wojin on that one as well?
Absolutely not.
That's I think the most interesting domino to fall for them. You know, they've got a lot of talent, but it's going to be interesting to see who it is they decide to go with, as Ulbrich hits a tough shot right down the lane into Moore's zone.
Well, I'll tell you who they should go with. He's in the building right now. That's who they should go with. Darling strips it away.
Benny
and it's
the
not
Jet?
you and it's not me. It's
Benny
not,
the Jet?
It's not Benny either. Walter Brown, that's just too easy.
Well, the game has become very free-flowing.
There he
that
is.
man, that's the man you want to see as the coach of the Breakers?
That's the one.
I'll tell you what, you could definitely do a whole lot worse. I don't know if you can do better, though.
Lane for 3. Oh, that'll help the Jets. Got to get some confidence.
Well, Lane really needed to see that one drop. Just his 5th point of the ball game, 2nd bucket overall. 20 points the difference. Can the Jets find something defensively?
What would a Jets game be without walk 500 miles in the background, and they need to walk a fair few miles here this afternoon.
Ah, the Proclaimers. I had a roommate in college who used to play that song a lot.
Are we at the point of stories like that now in the second half?
The Proclaimers are on. You brought them up.
Margin at 20. Khalil Whitney, been a tough afternoon. Albrecht has been involved in everything. He's up in the 20s now.
23 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. The only part of his game that's probably a little bit lower statistically than I would expect is shot blocking. The Rams are one of the lowest in the league in terms of block shots, but the reason is their defense is so good. There are not that many opportunities for drives down the lane. They shut down those driving lanes so well that they don't need that rim protection.
Yeah, their perimeter defense, best in the competition. Moore's here. Albrecht and Brown there to stop it.
That's just great defense, just the ability to play so physically. A timeout to the Jets is coming after the next bucket, which looks like it's going to be here by Taylor Britt running around. Oh, no.
Around the world, Taylor Britt. That'll bring a stop to the game as the Jets call a timeout. They're down by 22, 6 to play in the third quarter. Manawatū Taufele has a big job ahead of him here for the remainder of this game. Let's see if he can inspire them during this timeout. He takes a seat. Let's have a listen in.
If we score on a miss, we're in numbers. Go, in transition. If we can get it on a defensive board and we're pushing it, see if you can get through the seams. Look for the corners. Look for these two in the corners. Can you get some penetration in there, all right? So we're goat on a made, numbers on a miss, and yeah, we're in offense. Middle, okay, middle, stick with middle. Sorry, down, good, down.
Been a tough old season for the Jets. One way we could cheer them up after the game, you and I could go out and pick up some large cupped pepperonis for them.
Oh, for them. I was going to say, how is us eating that pizza going to make them happy?
Share the love.
I'd be happy.
Share the love.
I guess so. Might as well.
$30, that's this week's special with thanks to our great friends at Sal's. Available till next Tuesday. If you love pepperoni, you're going to love the large cupped. What did you make of that timeout?
Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is it's a level of execution. I think that the effort and intensity has picked up a little bit here in the third quarter, and that's never something you can coach, but you would, and you see he comes out, he tells them what to do. It's all about defense for them, but the result is in what happens afterwards. Big hit by Whitney to cut it under 20. Now can they build some momentum off that bucket?
Whitney has 7. All of the stats were thanks to Chemist Warehouse. Here's Taylor Britt. Sizing up his options, swings it out to Tucky Farrington. A long look at that one. Short on the iron, rebound Whitney. The Jets now.
Better on the glass on the Jets. They're boxing out with much better efficiency.
It's just a tough pass as well.
I mean, there was nothing there.
Man.
There was no angle. There was 3 white jerseys. Even if Moores had caught that one, he can't do a lot with it. So pretty fortunate for it getting knocked out.
Well, he's looking for Liam Judd in the end, and Liam Judd had no chance at that. Whitney adds another one. Back-to-back baskets for him.
That is a much better decision. Let that one fly. 2 points at halftime. He's up to 9 points now and looking a lot more aggressive. And watch out, we got a highlight coming.
Whitney slams it down with the right. Timeout Rams. 3 buckets in a row for Khalil Whitney.
We're down to 15. All of a sudden, we got a little momentum. Khalil Whitney's getting the ball in hand. He's aggressive. The fans like to see it. We got Benny the Jet running the wave around the stadium. You can see him run through the background in here. Hopefully he doesn't trip. He made it.
Benny. Well, we have seen it a few times this afternoon, Casey.
Be ready for the zone.
This Jets team get on a run.
I got you as the first. We're still here, okay? You're in the corner on that one. Otherwise, we're going to horns fire. We're going inside post if it's man-to-man, okay? Fellas, all right, this is all our doing right here, okay? Tidy it up, let's go.
Judd Flavel having a chat didn't like what he was seeing. 3 baskets in a row for the Jets. They're on the run. They've got to keep it going, though.
That's a 10-2 run for the Jets. That's probably their best activity of the game. There's a lot of players on that Rams unit who can pick things up for them, but I like this defensive intensity. Up and in, not token defense. Make them turn corners.
Midway through the third, get in early. There's the QR code. Some Sal's Pizzas up for grabs. MVP, who are you thinking at the moment?
Well, I think it's all Ulbrich all the time. He's played fantastically well. After him, I'm looking at Kai Isaac and Max Darling for the Rams, and the Jets need to do a bit more work to get on my list.
There's your choice, right on cue. Lockie Ulbrich, 26 in the game to go with 12 rebounds.
Once again, just letting him attack James Moores, who makes him turn once, but it is just a hard load to contain down there in the low post 101.
Where's Whitney here? He's got the hot hand in the corner. He wants it. He's begging for it. He won't get it. Kashawn Lane with the tough make.
Oh, good footwork there. Just really patient, eventually gets to his shot. Thought he might have had the cutter on the baseline, but he goes with that little step through. Ferentsen closes that gap, thinking it's a fadeaway. Turns out to be closing the gap to the bucket. And now the lead back down to 15. Can they make some more inroads?
Fans have found a little bit of voice here midway through the third. Lane converts from the Chemist Warehouse. Look out, back to 14.
6 points for him in this corner, 9 points for Khalil Whitney. Those two have lifted their game, and it's allowed the Jets to get within sighting distance of that lead.
Taylor Britt, he's seen enough.
Well, it just gives him that little in and out, freezes James Moores, and opens up the space for his preferred left-hand finish.
8 points for the captain this afternoon. Lane on Britt. Moores receives.
Not an easy shot, but he catches it and goes up with the best effort he had, a little push and hook from about 14 feet.
He's got 10 now. Again, Britt, oh, terrific pass to Darling, who's fouled.
Oh, Lane gets called for the foul from behind. I thought that was clean. There's a very good chance that Max Darling might have made the second one, so I think this actually works in the favor of the Jets.
Look at this pass, though.
He just finds a way, somehow gets it in. It might have gotten the head from that angle, but Max Darling would have had the back end. So the foul, I think, actually works in the favor of the Jets. That's the 4th foul in Kashawn Lane, though.
Darling 2 of 2 already from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Now has 14 in the game.
He is not giving any slices to these Manawatū Jets fans.
People like you don't give up any slices either.
It's true, very true.
Second one, good.
14 for 15 from the free throw line.
Been good, haven't they?
93% good.
They average 73% from the stripe on the season. Margin back out to 16. Campbell Scott, terrific in the first half. Whitney, huge this quarter. Look at Walter Brown get after it, and in the end,
I think that's a foul on Brown.
Yeah, just rolling over the top of James Moores.
Tough one. Just wrong place, wrong time. He's the one player on top, so he gets pinged with it. But look at the anticipation here on the inbounds pass. You got to throw the ball high to bigs. When you throw it low, you give those mismatches a chance to get into it. That, to me, is just a hustle foul. I think unfortunate for Walter Brown to get that one. I can see why he's a little frustrated, but sometimes you're in the wrong place at the wrong time to get pinged.
One of the elite defenders, Walter Brown. And he'll be right up there in contention for Defensive Player of the Year, no doubt.
Haven't even scratched the surface of his game. I mean, he's not asked to do a lot with this Rams team, but I think he's got so much more to give on the offensive end, and that's where that next stage of development for him comes, is being able to call on that offensive ability and develop it further.
I'll tell you what, maybe not asked to do too much, but he is one of the first picked every week, isn't he, Walter
How'd
Brown?
that happen, Kyle? Tucky Ferentsen takes the gift and then takes the gift to the cup.
And they just get on this little run again, don't they, the Rams? Still 3 minutes to play in this third quarter. There's that defensive prowess of Walter Brown. And look at this, straight up the other end for another Ferentsen basket.
Back-to-back buckets for Tucky Ferentsen. Doing it with hustle, running the lane, creating the turnover, and capitalizing on that, and back to 20 we are.
They do it so effortlessly and so quickly, the Rams. Scott going nowhere at the moment on Britt. now trying to step through. Darling helps out. Defensively, they come up with it again, the Rams. Brett round the corner, all the way to the cup.
Just a breakdown defensively. No rotations there. Mustafa Heron calling for a sub. 22 points the difference, and a lack of attention to detail these last few possessions has cost the Jets.
And they've just slowed down offensively, haven't they? Just no movement. Campbell Scott stepping around, stepping back. Can't put it down, loose ball. Brown comes up with it. To Olbrich, surrounded by Green. That's come off Olbrich last.
We saw a volleyball set. I was impressed by that one.
Tiger Laval.
Not impressed. He was not impressed.
He wasn't, you're right. They can just put you to the sword so quickly, can't they?
Methodical, machine-like. They grind it out, but it very rarely changes. Even when you see the Jets making a run, it's not because of what the Rams are doing, it's just the Jets lifted their play. But the Rams, consistent possession after possession.
Whitney to three. Brown up quickly. Here's Tama Isaac. Puts the afterburners on. Draws contact before the Whitney block.
Whew. Fortunate for Tama Isaac. Scott gets called for that foul down low because up high it was all clean. There's a foul there on the arm. Isaac really understands when he's got a defender at a disadvantage. A lot of that is because he puts him there with his pace of play and his physicality. But he just has a knack for knowing where, if I put pressure here, I'm probably going to get to the line if I don't get the bucket.
He's smart for a 17-year-old, quite incredible.
It really just understands the game. You know, you can tell he spends a lot of time in the film room and a lot of time being coachable and doing what Coach Judd Flavel and the coaching staff is asking from him.
Jackson Stent, wide open. Olbrich, another rebound for him. That's number 13. And again, brings it up the floor. Darling, long time to look at that, Max Darling.
Well, lines it up and knocks it down. Max Darling up to 18 points to go along with 5 rebounds and an efficient 18. Just 8 shots, 6 for 8 from the field.
He'll definitely be figuring amongst the viewer MVP through the last quarter, Max Darling. Getting the start here today. No KJ Buffin, out with an ankle injury, of course. Whitney, tough shot. And another rebound, Lockie Olbrich. Tama Isaac just lost a handle on it. Oh, Judd's kept that in play.
Good hustle, Liam Judd. Not the best day offensively, but gets it done there.
Oh, Lafayette just in 2 minds as he stepped around Walter Brown.
Well, he's only in 1 mind. He was always going to hook that up for the dish. But he doesn't get it there. Because the defense guessed right.
I know anything can happen in the final 6, Casey, but gee, it's going to take a really good team to take down the Rams.
Well, that's the beauty about finals basketball. 1 shot, you're done.
Judd with the miss. Has that bounced on the line? I think it has. So Rams come up with it. 17.3 to play in this 3rd quarter.
So let's see what they come up. Last possession of the quarter. Can the Jets get him a stop and keep this at 17, or are the Rams going to stretch it back to 20?
Brown, Judd, the flowing locks of those 2 players. Olbrich, got to do something special here. Won't do it in time, though. That won't count. 3-quarter time. Margin at 27. Olbrich, the star of the show. Jets with some work to do. Liam Judd, a fan favorite. Here he is with Casey.
Well, things went right there towards the end defensively. What kind of pressure can you put on the Rams to try and make more inroads into this deficit?
Just give it our all. We've got a couple games left of the season. We just got to play like it's our last game we're ever going to play, I guess. We just have to fight. Yeah.
Appreciate the time. Good luck going forward. And we'll come back after this with the Manawatū Jets trailing by 17 to the Canterbury Rams. like 45 seconds off. Well,
welcome back to Fly Palmy Arena this afternoon. Rams on a charge. They're out by 27 with a quarter to play. Jets just need to find something to try and get themselves, well, maybe not back into the game, but make it competitive, Casey Frank.
Well, I don't think they've done a bad job in that quarter. You know, for all respects, was a good quarter for them. They did lose it again, but they got a little bit closer. Then we see a big hit by Jackson Stent. And that was a great equalizer in the first half, where they had 5 3-pointers in that first quarter. Just 8 for the game on that make there. They could find a little success from deep. That might help them.
Well, we want to hear from you, viewers, MVP, as Isaac finishes there. There's the QR code. Get on board. Let's go down to Natu Taufale, coach of the Jets. What was the message at three-quarter time, coach?
We've just got to be a bit more connected on offense. Yeah, we've been training all year together, and yeah, we're forgetting some of our sets. So we've got to get back to just being more connected and executing, and some accuracy with our execution. Defensively, yeah, no, we're not getting back in transition defense, so in numbers and creating a wall. So we've got to work a little bit harder on that in the fourth quarter.
When you look at an offensive team that's as prolific as the Rams, defensively, in your game plan, are you trying to slow down a specific area? For instance, today you've done a great job against the 3. You've held them to just 3 for 15, but that's given up some space to Ulbrich inside. Is it a case of one or the other? Something's got to give?
Yeah, it is. I mean, we always talk about if we can negate the initial action, then everything will take care of itself. So we can, we can get second and third man rotations, but we're not negating that initial action. Therefore, they're getting really good looks on a second and third man rotation.
Appreciate your time, Natu. We'll let you get back to work. Big job ahead in this last quarter for the Jets. Barronson,
is that free slices?
It is!
The crowd goes wild, or at least is mildly excited.
Some joy this afternoon for the Green Army. Some free selves slices coming their way.
What Crystal come up with last night? Miss twice, get a slice.
Absolutely, I like that. Heron.
In this year's off-season marketing meetings, I'm going to try and take credit for it.
Yeah, no, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Crystal who? No. Sticking with you, Crystal Ledger Walker. You own that. Lucky Ulbrich, 76% of the vote so far.
Yeah, I see you Campbell Scott fans.
Oh, I like that.
He's been playing well.
Has been good today. Get on board.
He's got 4 for 8 from the field, 3 for 6 from deep.
Free and fun to enter. Speaking of Sal's Pizzas, there's some up for grabs. Good luck. QR code right there on screen, and it's your choice. You can vote for whoever you want.
Hey, fans' choice. I'll tell you what, I guarantee whoever wins this game MVP will have a post-game interview with.
There you go.
So go crazy with it. See who do you want to talk to at home?
Anyone.
Talk to.
You want Lucky Ulbrich off the top rung there.
I mean,
he's going to get interviewed
don't want him
anyway.
I talked to him a lot. I think he might be bored of talking to me. Is the big problem.
Might get another assist. Oh, that looked clean, Lafayette.
Well, I think they're calling Stent down low after he came through, but I thought he had already passed the action. Lafayette definitely clean up top. Let's see where Jackson Stent comes. Oh, well, just not the Jets' day.
It is on Stent, by the way. Simon Lafayette.
Timed that nicely. I want to know how Simon Lafayette warmed up between the Rapid League game and the NZNBL game, because he had the long sleeves on, the undershirt, and then he came out for this one. He's like, skip it. I'm not cold.
If you could sit here and vote on the game MVP based on who you want Casey Frank to interview after the game, who would you like to interview, by the way?
I'm a yapper. I'm happy to talk to anybody, Justin. Hence why our conversations are so prolific.
Lane puts that one down. Ulbrich 59%, Campbell Scott 15%, Taylor Britt 7%. Here is Ulbrich. Tama Isaac, block. Moores had it, lost it, bobbled it. We almost got a possession ourselves there.
I'm glad that Tama Isaac just held himself back there, because our monitors would not have been able to take that frame.
Well, Tama Isaac, we think at his first TV interview earlier today, he got through it. I'd love to see you interview him again after the game.
Give him one more go? Well,
get his votes up.
Walking out at halftime, I went to grab Kaya, and all of his teammates, every single one said, no, get Tama.
There you go.
So you can tell that was causing him real pain if they were trying to inflict it on him once again.
Well, it's up to you, the viewers at home. Start voting for Tama Isaac, and we'll make sure we get him back on camera after this one. Still a long way to go. Margin at 22. Lane searching. Oh, I had Lafayette wide open in the corner. Don't worry about it. Mustafa Heron's there to help out.
That's Heron's first bucket of the second half. Or sorry, just second bucket of the second half. He has just been shut down a little bit. Hasn't had a lot of opportunity.
Going down hard, Taylor Britt. Here's Kaya Isaac.
Look at Taylor Britt just directing traffic, clears out the weak side. He sees the coverage, so he sets up that second side action.
Isaac over the top. Oh, Tons did well, didn't he? Chased it down, they go again.
That's the 12th offensive rebound, sorry, Justin, and it leads to a triple. And this might be the most surprising stat of the day. The Jets have 15 rebounds in total.
Incredible, 40 to 15 that count.
I mean, 15 rebounds in total. That is just so surprising. The Rams have missed 23 shots. 12 of them they've gotten back.
I can't remember seeing a game in the Cells NBL with a team at 15 rebounds with 7 minutes to play. I just can't.
I mean, it's just, I can't explain it. Well, I can't explain it. You gotta get work, pick up that work rate.
Well,
gotta grind.
Rebound number 41 for the Rams. Foul's been called though, that's against Max Darling. I think the Jets are going to have a chat here. They are. Timeout called by Natu Tofale. Down by 22.
Down 22, the score sheet is probably a little favorable on what the action is going on. I mean, the Rams have been in such complete control.
Let's listen in to Natu Tofale with the Jets.
Go over here, Lil's over here, stuff's coming through. As soon as he comes off your shoulder, James, you dive. All right, got that, you're diving, all right? If not, yeah, this is Liam.
Walk your man a little bit in. It's like a half a step, and I'm going around.
All right, so we're in 2. You're diving to the basket. Stay with horns down, all right? Here we go.
Lockie Olbrich still leading the way. According to the fans, 52% of the MVP vote this afternoon. Giants and the Sharks to come. Heading down to the Trafalgar Centre after this one. Sky Broadband Rapid League from 5:30 p.m. local time. And then the Cells NBL. The matchup from 6:30. Giants win that. We've said it a few times. They will lock down a final 6 spot. The Sharks in a bit of form lately, though, playing some good basketball. And no Theo Akuba for the Giants today. A late scratch through illness. Out of the timeout, that helps.
Yeah, that's great pace coming off those screens. Mustafa Heron started sprinting on the weak side and did not stop till he caught that ball.
Taylor Britt, nowhere to go. Next 3 for the Giants. Hawks, Fi, and Sharks. Sharks and the Bulls to come for the Rams. Oh, what a game today, Max Darling.
Up to 20 points now. Excellent footwork on display there. The double came from the baseline side, but he was deft enough a foot to skip it.
Liam Judd.
First make shot of the day. Finally finds a little bit of space for the triple, up to 5 points now, but better offense, good speed. And nice getting that look at his Darling. Smacks Lane with the screen.
Lane had no idea it was coming. Not a lot of communication out there from his teammates. Look at that. Big fella to big fella, darling to Tonge.
Well, I understand why the double comes. You know he's in so much trouble, but that rotation has to be quicker, dropping down. Nice find by Max Darling as he picks up his second assist of the day.
James Moores, if you don't mind.
Showing the full skill set. Inside, outside. Keep dropping the balls up to 15 points now.
High scoring game here. Rams into triple digits. On the double, of course, in round 14, the Rams, they took down the Airs on Friday night by 28.
That was maybe the most machine-like performance I've seen this season. That is all I could think. Was like, man, they are just on it. And the Rams bring back Lackey Olbrich.
The week before, they took down the Saints by 25.
They're an impressive unit. They play very well together on the road, at home. It doesn't matter. They're getting it done.
Look at that, the inbound, Britt to Brown.
Just good patience as a passer Taylor Britt had there. As he sets up, Keyshawn Lane, by the way, has fouled out. 10 points, 5 fouls.
His day's done. James Moores hard on Olbrich. Olbrich takes it away yet again. Love seeing the big man bring it down the floor, Lockie Olbrich. Tonge keeps it in. Brown, a little bit of a dummy there once, twice, then runs into Moores.
Good help side D by Moores there, and a transition opportunity develops.
Mustafa Heron from the corner. Olbrich, another rebound.
16 for him.
Walter Brown is fouled by Khalil Whitney.
Hammered.
And he felt that, didn't he? Taking a bit of time here, Walter Brown. Hard foul. Certainly felt that. Just telling us all about it as well. Helped back to his feet. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, look at this.
Yeah, you see it slaps down. It was that second activity that comes through.
Right there. Oh, that is hard, isn't it?
Is he bleeding now? So he's going to have to get subbed out.
Yeah, it certainly is.
A lot of blood coming out of the nose.
Well, you can see why. As you said, that second action, heavy contact with the nose of Walter Brown.
Yeah, it's unfortunately the way the game goes sometimes. And going to have to bring out the blood bag to take this blood off the courts that's out there. So here's the first activity, and then he slaps down at it. And nothing untoward there. He's not trying to hit him. It just happens to be where the hand came down. Sometimes you get hit in the face, and man, that's a whack. That is, we can probably add a broken nose to Walter Brown's list of accomplishments this year.
Well, I think Daron Urakawa still wins the race for the most broken noses this season. He's had a couple, hasn't he? Same nose,
definitely
by the
had
way.
the most crooked one. They actually had to pop that one back into place, but you can see this one's got a little bit of a leaning Tower of Pisa to it now. It's definitely a little bit more to the left than it was previously.
Certainly not happy with the attention.
I can't remember the last guy I saw who ended up with a blood nose who was super excited about it.
I was actually surprised earlier this season that Daron was full of smiles.
Well, that is his reaction to everything, though.
That's true. So out of that, it won't be Walter Brown headed to the Chemist Warehouse. Coming in, not a bad replacement, a handy replacement in Max Darling. 4 of 4 from the stripe today.
I mean, uber efficient for Max Darling, as you ruined his perfect day from the free throw line because you mentioned it.
Happens every time, doesn't it?
Well, he's only missed the 3 shots total. 1 from the stripe, 4 of 5 there now, and 7 of 9 from the field.
Second one good. Margin 21.
The Rams' free throw percentage dropped a little bit, all the way down to 83%.
Geez, they've been good, haven't they? Moores, speaking of good, nearly got the drop.
Just get that roll. They just haven't been able to get over that hump. I have liked the effort defensively. I think, unfortunately for the Jets, there's just been a few occasions where the rotation doesn't come, and for them, it was at really inopportune times. But this is a much improved performance from what they did on the road against the Rams a couple rounds ago. They went down by 41 in that game, and I thought it was going to be similar to that.
Jets have lost 3 games by 5 points or less here at Palmy Arena this season.
Yeah, that's the type of season it's been. They can not build up positive momentum. Just unable to get it going for them.
Last win for the Jets was back at the start of April. Took down the Sharks. They play them in their final game of the regular season. Farrington now. Had 23 against the Airs on Friday night. Tucky Farrington, a real cameo off the bench. Here's the latest update on the game MVP. According to you, it's all about the viewers, your votes. We want to hear from the fans. Lockie Olbrich, 49% of the vote. Smart fans.
Where's that other 20? Because this is only bringing us up to 80, what is it? 79%? It's just creeping up. Campbell Scott creeping up.
We're just showing you the top three.
Okay, top three.
Campbell Scott has been good today for the Jets. Kai Isaac had 17 against the Airs 48 hours ago. He's been in some good form, hasn't he, Kai Isaac?
Playing great basketball. I think the way that the Rams have been able to develop that bench really gives them a lot of confidence for the postseason as Whitney assists Moores on that one.
He's up to 19 now.
The lead back under 20.
Rams are going to have a timeout here. 4:12 to play in the last quarter. Judd Flavel got the whiteboard in hand. Reigning championship coach. Maybe, who knows? Can we start a rumor today? Future Breakers coach? Can we start that today?
I mean, we could, but I think it would be false. As much as I love Judd, I think he could certainly do that job. It feels to me like the Breakers are probably going in a different direction. If they were going with the local guy, I think they would have moved a little bit more quickly. And Coach Jeff Flavel, he's been on that short list for multitude of teams in the Aussie NBL of late.
Meet him early. As he catches it, be right there and spook the shit out of him. Rather than, oh, I catch it, I see a small guard on me and I'm very comfortable finishing here, right? If it's a switch, it's got to be early so we can get underneath, but the core needs to be there, low needs to start here, and then we play from there, all right? Let's go with punch wedge again, wedge.
The old punch wedge. Love getting in and listening to our coaches.
The code doesn't matter. Everybody's got their own lingo. But a punch screen I would assume, is a on-ball screen on the low side. And then a wedge, I would expect to see that weak side come in with a little dive action.
Speaking of codes, QR code on screen. If you want some team merch, maybe some Rams and some Jets, get in and wear your favorite colors. Lockie Olbrich to Kai Isaac.
Moving well without the basketball. Olbrich picks up his 5th assist of the ball game to go to 26 points and 16 rebounds.
Huge. Moores still battling away for the Jets. Couple of looks at it there. Olbrich, another rebound.
Actually thought Darling might have gotten some contact on the arm with that second one, but it keeps playing through.
Olbrich, Isaac, they team up again.
Jets were lucky on that one. A lot of space, but Mustafa Heron in transition gets it to drop as he moves himself up to 20 points. Leading scorer for the Jets.
Moores has 19, Whitney and Scott 11 each. Taylor Britt amongst the tall timber.
I mean, it wasn't that much tall timber down there for the Jets. It's KJ Buffin, much happier than Walter Brown.
Here's Campbell Scott for 3, 14 in the game.
There's that looseness that the Jets were playing with. Overall, this is a good performance for them. I think this is probably the best they've been offensively in quite some time as James Moores gets whistled for the foul, his 3rd.
He's battled manfully, hasn't he, James Moores? Tough task for him up against Lockie Olbrich.
I mean, this Rams team has only given up 83 points or so a game. Top 3 in the competition in terms of points allowed. So there's been a bit of looseness of play in the second half, but dropping 91 is still a positive for the Jets.
Rams on the back end of a double, though, and down some players. But still, it's a point well made. Khalil Whitney, 11 for him today. Olbrich, yet another point. What's he up to now?
28 and 17, 5 assists, 1 steal.
Huge performance. No wonder he's leading the MVP. Whitney on the reverse draws contact.
Ah, let that one miss. Unfortunately, had a pretty good look at a three-point play opportunity. Nice step through, good footwork. Just short armed that one a little bit. Was trying to depend on the English, but Bill Shakespeare was no friend of his there.
Oh, I like it. Can you get away with calling him Bill, by the way?
We're pretty tight.
Basis?
We're pretty tight.
Okay.
I dropped the Bill Shakespeare on Moles a couple weeks ago, and he too took offense.
Did he?
To me calling him Bill.
I can understand that. He's a learned friend of ours, of course. I get it. I think you're taking some liberties there, Case.
And, well, I'll tell you what, if he rolls out of the grave and gets upset at it, I will apologize.
110 to 92. Look at that. I'm just unable to finish there, Max Darling. Judd, corner, Whitney, three, no, well short underneath. Cal's out there now, stripped away, Lockie, Olbrich, get up, son.
Highlight material to get to 30 points. Olbrich with the 30-piece, 17 rebounds, and some downhill dunks here in the fourth quarter.
He's had a huge afternoon. Campbell Scott, as the music pumps up here at Fly Palmy.
Oh, would have been a nice way to pull up 33 with his first three of the ball game.
Minute and a half to play. Judd forced out of it by Isaac. Scott loves a three, that one in and out. Taylor Britt. Another huge game from the captain. Another big game from Kai Isaac.
Stretches that one to 23 with a minute 17 left, and the benches will come on in strength. Well, more strength for the Rams as the bulk of the starting lineup sits down now. Britt, Olbrich, and Darling done for the day. 63 between them.
Tough season for Natu Tafale and this Jets team. Just the one win. Campbell Scott firing away again. 23-point margin. The Rams continue to charge. Isaac, Tonj, three for him as well.
Well, now starting to find a little bit of stroke from distance. The sixth three-pointer made of the game for the Rams, who now lead by 26 with under a minute to go. Can they get it to 30?
118 on the board as well. Scott, turnaround, Judd underneath.
Nice rebound work there by Liam Judd, up to 7 now.
Max Stoddart.
He's got a iron, doesn't he?
He has been nailing threes left, right, and center the last couple of weeks, Max Stoddart.
My real question is, if the Rams get possession again, are they going to call a player timeout to really get this percentages going in their favor?
You're about to find out.
Well, they got one line possession. They'll need a timeout. More than likely the last one of the game, but the Rams will be trying to get it in the bucket.
This one's going to go up from inside. Max Stoddart just slipped out of his hands in the end. Campbell Scott from midcourt, that's well short, and that'll do us this afternoon. The reigning champs continue to steamroll the opposition in season 2024. That is win number 15 in a row, believe it or not. And they are charging towards the semi-finals. In fact, with that win today, they have confirmed and locked up a home semi-final. They win that, and they are back to the big dance. What a win today for the Rams, 121 to 94 over the Jets.
Really really seem to be performing at peak position right now. What is it about this squad that hasn't played so well together?
Really just, you know, personalities. We all like mesh and everyone wants to see each other win, so I think that's one of the main reasons. But yeah, I don't know. We just got a good group of lads and working like a well-oiled machine.
It certainly is what it resembles on the court. It's been impressive all season long. For yourself, a great performance today, 30 points, 17 rebounds. How have you taken on this, being an import in this competition, having a lot more responsibility offensively and for how the team runs compared to your experience in the Australian NBL previous to this?
Yeah, just, you know, whatever role's given to me, I'm just going to do to my best ability. So, you know, Judd wants me to have a, you know, bigger role here, and I'm very appreciative of it, and just doing what I can do.
Yeah, it's a little bit fun when you get 20 shots a game. That's an easier role to take care of. Now, looking forward, you guys you basically have the top seed locked up. Over these last couple of rounds, what are the Rams looking to tweak, to finalize, to really get that machine going so it stays as well-oiled as it has up to this point?
Yeah, you know, just keep everyone happy, make sure the body's right, and, you know, go into finals, just, you know, playing like we've been playing.
Appreciate the time. Good luck going forward.
So the Rams, top of the table, locked down a home semi-final with the win over the Jets today, home by 27. Lockie Olbrich is an absolute star of the Sal's NBL. Plays with the Illawarra Hawks, of course, in the Aussie NBL. The boy from Adelaide was on fire right from the start. Opened it up with a huge first quarter. His ability to face the basket and finish is quite exemplary, and he loves attacking from the outside. Lockie Olbrich, big in frame, big in points, and big on the boards today. Had 18 rebounds to go with his 30 points, and he was just a handful from start to finish. Look at that, gotta love it. Lockie Olbrich. Max Darling got the start today. He came up big as well with 21 points. Here he is with Casey.
Well, Max, you stepped into the starting lineup with aplomb. There was nothing missed there. Certainly must feel good to get an opportunity to run the wheels and get your offense going this late in the season.
Yeah, it has been good. Just getting more comfortable, I think, getting into it. More minutes has helped, getting more touches, and yeah, I'm just happy with the way everyone's been playing.
You know, looking at the squad, you guys have a lot of veteran leaders, but it's not veteran in terms of age, but experience. I mean, this is a young squad that really depends on one another. What can you share with us about what it's like in the locker room, what it's like for this Rams team traveling throughout the season?
Yeah, like you said, we're a young team, so we have a lot of fun on the road. Some of us have been playing together for a while, so we're gelling a lot better as the season goes on. And yeah, we're just working to try and play as a team and just keep this going.
You are playing very well, you're gelling very well. When you look at your coach, Judd Flavel, obviously one of the great coaches in our game, what is he trying to draw forth from you guys? This is, you know, you're just winning on winning, 15 games in a row, everything seems to be going right. How is he able to keep you guys focused on the big prize?
His motto is just stay solid, everything we do. Consistency on the defensive end, offensive end. We all trust each other, so we just keep the ball moving. We have trust in each other, make open shots, so they just keep going.
And then one quick question. Walter Brown might have broken his nose now. Is he prettier now or was he prettier before?
Definitely prettier now.
Appreciate it, Max. Catch you later.
Well, that was a loaded question, wasn't it? Max Darling was going to answer that only one way. Came into the starting lineup this afternoon. KJ Buffin out with an ankle injury. And what a luxury it is for the Rams to have this man step up and move into that lineup. He's such a force, makes good decisions, plays above his height, and he's a power puncher, able to finish inside and can also step out and get the job done. And he was right on it from the moment this game started, Max Darling. Ended with some great stats, 21 points, 5 assists. Max Darling, a huge part of this Rams team in season 2024. Let's have a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats, the way it finished. Look at that shooting percentage for the Rams, 62%. Got to the line 27 times, 81% from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And the big stat, the rebounds, 49 to 23. They did it all. They are powering away, 15 wins in a row for the Rams. They get home by 27 today. Quick break. On the other side, we will preview the one game to come in round 14. Giants and the Sharks, and some more chat from Fly Palmy Arena.